with Phil stumping drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanted to be said. 90 minutes for Phil to fill with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shell. The stream's online and straight away begins to wane, but all is fine as long as chat's been named and doesn't step out of line. His content's sound mature for all to enjoy, like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran through to feel so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. His support is also slow and stays so low and fails to grow. You never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. With things across the board, we charge the war because the score can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us all feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch it creep, we play bingo while Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across our screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals our soul machinios. Norton, burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if Andrew fanners chatters can't see if others make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and slaps his leg before launching into a bike, pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of Clawless Cat and fatty life and all his strife while forgetting that tits done well and they were right. With drama he will react, but as an actor it's a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Pre-stream's nearly over and a win is in sight, with little white despite Phil's delight that tits were not light. We'll say alright, it is okay, and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tits will help from being off the other day, and with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won, and thanks to that we made it to the very end.
What is up, everyone?
Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome back to DSP Bingo for what is today, Thursday, 27th of November 2025, otherwise known to a lot of Americans as Thanksgiving. Of course, the people in the United States of America today, of course, we're celebrating their Thanksgiving. I certainly hope you all have a wonderful, a robust, meaningful, positive time, however they wish to choose to celebrate this very special day. But yeah, okay, so for most people like around the world, oh look, Badman's live already. Wow, that was out of nowhere. Out of nowhere the Badman just went live and all of a sudden just started blathering. I'll see if Phil catches him in time.
Alright.
It does. Nice one, fantastic. So don't have to worry about going elsewhere. You don't have to go to Phil's channel, for example, just to, catch a start of the freaking stream. So there we go. But there we fucking go. Phil's live already. So I guess we'll just build up some sweet abuse while Phil bloviates randomly and reminds his newer audience members how they can give him money and how things are done on his channel. But yeah, so let's go at 1.5 speed. That's okay, so we've got Phil pause at 1.5 speed. Ready to rock and roll. And plus we have 25 likes already. That means we get our first free space of the day already, straight away, fantastic. So there we go. So yeah, also for Phil Burnell, it's going to Thanksgiving as well, and he's going to spend half his Thanksgiving just doing his usual shit, basically. He's going to be fucking doing his little, fake, non-podcast, whatever, apparently it's going to be a shorter version to prioritise gameplay for Pokemon. We'll see how true that rings out when, he gets, if he gets a lot of money thrown his way, for example, he might delay the start of gameplay just to kind of, rake in the fucking money from the very supportive audience members he's got as of late. So we'll have to wait and see. But there we go. But yeah, as usual, of course, we're going to have some tweets to go through, a couple of videos as well. I've actually got a wee blast in the past video because I thought it was great to kind of remind ourselves. I'll cover that. I'll cover what I mean soon. But whenever Phil tries to imply that his audience are in on a joke when he asks for money, it's a wee classic clip from back in the day, which spawned a lot of memes. That spawned the Tractor song, which is a classic. You'll see what I mean very soon. But first of all, of course, we go through some of the tweets that we got here, and yeah, GG Anno here posting this tweet all video saying the missions and stories and retcons have been running wild the last 2 days. We can compare what was said about his resurgence last night to last year. That's just one example. I expect him to keep cranking out retcons over the coming days. So yeah, Phil basically has been full on revising history mode, essentially, where he's told different narratives of things that happened, and he's got his own bizarre narrative of what happened, but reality doesn't agree with that. Although who the fuck cares about truth and the facts when you're Phil Burnell? But here's GG Anno's video clip of one of the many examples of Phil retcon in history.
Nuke with a $10 super chat says, we're entering a new renaissance. You deserve this, bro. Have a great stream. Thank you. So here's the difference, because already, my detractors are saying things like, so what is this, the yearly resurgence? Every year you're going to have a resurgence? Well, no, last year really wasn't a resurgence. Last year was me doing drama content with drama content creators, getting a boost from the drama crowd. then immediately saying, I don't want to do drama anymore, and it went away. You see, that wasn't a resurgence. That was, hey, maybe Phil will do drama now and enter a whole new crowd, and then I didn't. What? Let me be clear. What the f? This is now the 7th stream in a row. 6 streams. We have not only hit the goals, but exceeded them on every stream that I have done. 6 in a row. Can we keep that going? Can we keep that positivity and momentum and support for my content going? If so, number 1, that would be amazing. The resurgence and renaissance of DSP will continue.
Yeah.
But number 2, as a side effect, it would absolutely make all of my haters cry.
Sure it will, buddy boy, sure it will. Yeah, like we've seen plenty of examples, to be fair. You know, I mean, there's many different kinds of examples. So yeah, that's just one of the many examples of Phil's bullshit there about, you know, I've never referred to it as a scam of that thing, whatever. Phil stopped his gameplay last night for a very important message as well. Important message from the king. This was just fucking ridiculous. So I think some context is very helpful here for a situation, okay? Before you even see the clip, you know, okay? I'm assuming it's quiet in this clip. Anyway, whatever. But yeah, Phil pauses gameplay. So very important context here. As you can see, Phil Burnett at this point in time only has $68 in contributions while he's playing this particular game on this night stream. So bear that in mind as to why Phil decided to randomly just pause the game and also pause his recording so we could see a very important message.
Oh, by the way, I have something that I need to publicly say right now, because actually, I saw a comment on a video, and I need to address it, okay? I'm actually going to pause the recording right now because it has nothing to do with the playthrough.
I love how if people are going to watch a recording, okay, they'll hear him say that up until that point, and so if they're watching a video on demand, they won't understand what the fuck Phil had said unless they're watching the tractor clip of this thing showing the unrecorded part. So he said the part out loud where he's like, you know, I've got something very important I need to address before we continue. And then he hits pause. So the on-demand viewers are going to be so confused if they don't fucking understand the full context because Phil chose then to fucking pause the recording. But you'll never guess why he paused it, guys. I need to say this publicly right now and get it off my chest, and then people need to listen up because it's important. So as everyone knows, we have newcomers that are coming to the streams. They're hanging out, they're chilling, they're having a good time. I've gotten a couple different comments now stating that people are trying to watch on Kick and that the Kick audience over there is being maliciously negative, saying things like, you're not supporting enough, you need to support more. And they're actually getting turned off, saying, you're not saying it, Phil, but these people are, and it's not a friendly environment, therefore I don't want to watch on Kick. No, you're not allowed to say that. And if you do, I'm about to ban your ass, and if you come back with a sock account, I'm also going to ban your ass again until I ban you into fucking oblivion. It is not your place to say toxic things to newcomers. If people want to contribute, they can. If I choose to ask for contributions on my own stream, that's my prerogative, not yours. If I see it, it's an instant ban. I'm done with you. Because you are toxic holdovers from 2 fucking dumbass mouth-drooling drama queen monkeys who don't add anything to this fucking planet, Kino Casino, and I don't want you ruining an opportunity for newcomers to come find my content because you're pissed that I don't like them. Fuck you. So I want you out of my chat. If you're going to act like that, go right now and never come back. Because if I see it, it's an instant fucking ban. Okay? Funny how this was only for the live viewers only.
And if you don't believe me, test me and see what happens.
Test me, bitch.
Okay.
So that was Phil's very special impromptu message to his live audience. Oh god, it was ridiculous. That was absolutely fucking ridiculous. So yeah, that was something. But no, I've got another one here, of course. Actually, this is the same. This might be the same clip actually. He's still on $68. You know, this is from Kit Burnell on Twitter saying, for years DSP protected PDF files, sex pests, and perverts, but he'll put the hammer to kick chat regulars for jokes. And I think
by the way, I have something that I need to
it's the same fucking clip. God damn it, yeah, there you go. I intentionally don't watch these clips sometimes because I like to fucking make sure it's a surprise to me as well. But yeah, you can tell it's the same clip. That's the exact same clip I just fucking saw. So there we go. So Meow Block as well here saying, I need all of you to understand how embarrassing and retarded this is. Watch this with the knowledge of DSP claiming he was snaking Kino Casino the whole time. He wants us to believe he's saying this to Craig, all while he was playing some master 4D chess against Kino. What is it he said at the time to Craig?
I just want us to be at peace. I'm tired of this internet drama bullshit. But you hurt me bad with your behavior after that interview, and I want you to understand how bad it was for me. I had to hide for a year. And now to just show you, Craig, how different it could have been. Bruh. Did you see my appearance on Kino Casino recently and how different that went?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Kino Casino is a show over on Kick. They had me on. We joked about everything. We joked about WWE champions, everything. We made a big laugh about it. But they also treated me like a respectful human. They didn't monetize hate against me. We had fun conversation. We watched video clips. We laughed. You want to know what it was? I was a guest on their show. Like I was supposed to be a guest on your show, but never happened.
I mean, for full clarity, like, Side-Scrollers asked Phil first if he was cool with changing the format of what they originally had in mind. Like, when it came out in public that Side-Scrollers were going to have Phil when I was a guest, it transitioned from just having him on as a normal guest, and it quickly escalated into like, oh, you know, we have a lot of interest and buzz about this, and people have a lot of questions as well. You know, and Phil was asked up front if it's okay, he can like treat it like some sort of like, you know, interrogation of sorts, like some sort of kind of grilling. Phil knew that especially no, like Phil wants to fucking pretend. Well, remember the original idea, of course, was, you know, to have this kind of fucking, you know, one-on-one with Side-Scrollers. He would ask him all his questions, he would answer them, and then at a future date he would be back on as a normal guest, you know. But Phil was fully aware of what he was getting into. Like, he gave it his blessing. You know, and Phil seems to have just completely forgotten that, I guess, sometimes.
Because we did the interview. You want to know what happened? Public opinion has changed, Craig. You may not realize this. Right now, people like me for the first time in ages.
Right.
That's right. Yeah. Because they gave me a chance. Because they didn't rag on me. They didn't bully me. They were bullying me. But once I personally talked to them nicely and say, hey, just have me as a guest, they, whoa, what the hell? So everything they say about you is, you know, actually isn't true. Well,
yeah, but when you were on as a guest of Side-Scrollers, so you fucking lied for 5 hours straight, and I guess they didn't fucking like being lied to for 5 hours straight.
All of it. But the thing is that being treated kindly instead of being bullied and being monetizing the bullying led me to a redemption arc where now I'm finally fessing up to all the stuff I've done wrong, and it's all changing for the better, right? That could have happened with your interview, but that's not what you did.
We gave you an...
Yeah, and obviously the further part, of course, is Craig will just say, like, you know, we gave the chance, we kept lying to us. And of course, the bit cuts off there right before Phil says, you know, it's still an answer. It doesn't matter if it's the truth or not, it's still an answer. That's a classic fucking quote there as well, of course, yeah, but there you go. But yeah, also bear in mind that Phil's saying all that. He wants everyone to believe that right from the start, he was snaking Kino Casino. So he's saying all those things he just said to Craig there, with the knowledge that he was having some sort of fake, sort of, you know, collaboration relationship with Kino Casino. Like, you know, the narrative Phil wants everyone to believe was that he knew from day one he was snaking Kino and robbing the Kino Casino. And yet he's saying that at a time to Craig during the kind of height of, like, the loving between Kino and Phil. You know, so it's like, where, like, if Phil is to be believed at all, of course, from his intentions, like, it's just incredible layers of just manipulation, and, you know, from Phil to several parties, just so he can make a quick buck, you know. But you know, that's the internet for you, I guess. You know, that's just welcome to the fucking internet. But yeah, it's just, you know, it's just incredible levels of like just being toxic, I guess. A couple of things to go through. I was going to look at this Not Brunel compilation as well. It covers like the night stream from 2 days ago as well as the day stream from yesterday. Before that though, I want to remind people of this absolute classic here. Like context before going to this. You know how Phil says that when he asks his audience for money, he kind of doesn't, he's not really serious, and like the audience are in on a joke, you know. When he outright asks the audience for money, they're laughing as well, you know what I mean, and all that jazz. And it's like, well, hold on a second, you know? Well, that wasn't the case just a couple of years ago when this absolute classic of a fucking clip came to light.
So let's see. Please give me your suggestions and your ideas. Fair enough? Okay. Outside of all of that, the only other thing that I want to say before we move on to one important news story that I'd like to talk about today. I'm incredibly grateful for the overwhelming support in the last 24 hours with these gifted memberships. Seriously, 100 memberships in 24 hours. Didn't I tell you this was going to happen? I knew it. And thank you guys for that. Thank you for living up to what I thought was going to happen. Seriously, it's pretty awesome that people have supported in this way. I appreciate it. However, I do have to emphasize something, all right? Tips are very important to me in my business, and here's why. Tips are the liquidity of my business. And what I mean by that is that's the cash flow that I get that I can use to spend on things on a daily basis. If I need to buy a new game today, tips pay for it. If I need to buy something for the business, tips pay for it. Bills and stuff behind the scenes, generally, tips pay for that. The Nintendo Online that I'm going to get on the Switch, tips are going to pay for that. Okay? Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, grocery shopping, tips. If I have a meal with my wife, tips. You see? The tips are very important. So I understand that people right now are so hyped for the gifted memberships, and I'm very grateful for that. I mean, thank you. But I hope that doesn't mean that people are going to forego tipping, because that would put me in a bad situation. And in particular, I don't know why you guys, okay, why are you laughing? Laughing my ass off, laughing out loud. Why are you laughing?
Funny because you're asking for money, and it's a joke, and everyone's in a joke. You know? Like, you know, remember, Phil, it's like an inside joke kind of thing. When you outright ask your audience for money and contributions, whatever, it's funny, and you say it, and you ask for it, and the audience like, oh, that's a good one, Phil. Phil made it funny because he asked us for money again for the 10th time this ever. It's hilarious, and so people laugh.
I'm just going to stop the fucking stream right now. What are you laughing at? Let's hear what's so hilarious. I'm being honest with you guys, and people want to say, oh, I'm laughing my ass off. What's so fucking funny? I would like an answer. Because if you think that me being honest with you is funny, that's fucked up. What's wrong with you? I'm telling you, if all I get this weekend are memberships, I literally can't afford stuff on Tuesday on my day off, and you're going to laugh? Oh, that's funny. Oh, real funny. When you can't go and do something with your family on your day off, your one day off for the week when you're working full-time 6 days a week. That's funny, right? Oh, it's
I mean, it's kind of funny you didn't bother to save your fucking money at all for this kind of situation, you know? I just love how, at the time when Phil had his bizarre fucking rant, okay, he claims that tips go towards practically everything in his fucking life. Like, you know, no, it goes towards, obviously, his day off. It goes towards paying his bills. It goes towards, like, fucking, you know, buying and taking, you know, things for his business. So you've got to question, if tips pay for everything, what the fuck does everything else pay for? What do all those gifted memberships pay for if not for the bills? What does Patreon pay for if not for the fucking bills? What do the Super Chats pay for if not for the fucking bills or whatever? You know what I mean? Phil spun it in a way where it's like tips pay for absolutely fucking everything that he does within his own fucking business. So it just leaves you wondering in what an absolute fuck, you know, his other revenue and, you know, streams, you know, his other methods of making money, what does that pay for if tips pay for absolutely everything else?
It's real funny. How about this? It's not fucking funny. You're a fucking asshole. All right? I don't like talking about this. I don't. And I don't want to talk about it all fucking day. But I don't like people laughing. It's not funny at all. You're a piece of shit if you think that someone who has to live day to day on tips and shit is funny. Oh, so hilarious that this guy has stuff financially tight. Ha 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 ha. No, it's not fucking funny. Now shut up. Jesus fucking Christ, these people are assholes, man. Really? I mean, can you be any more much of a dick to someone on the fucking internet that you don't even personally fucking know? Oh, hilarious.
It's a classic. It's an absolute classic. And of course, that rant, that meltdown spawned all sorts of like fucking songs, you know. that spawned all sorts of fucking shit, you know. Oh hell, man, that's the incredible stuff indeed. So there you go. Anyway, let's you know, forget. We'll watch the start bell thing. Forget. I'm going to put this on at 1.25 though. I think 1.5. We'll go to 1.5. Forget 1.5. We'll watch the Snort Bell video as well, and then we'll start some bingo.
Phil has the pignosis. He mind and brainwashes his viewers into contributing. Big contribution tonight. Here we go. You ready? Woo, woo. Okay, I'm indoctrinated. Sounds good. It's the power of cultish groupthink mentality. I'm a cult leader. I think the pignosis works.
Prestige. I almost had him. I literally almost had the first kill. I did not press the button. That was actually my fault. I screwed that up. Oh, no. I have screen tearing. Let me see if I can fix it. I have screen tearing. So once again, my graphics are screwed up. We're in the VC. Oh, wow. Oh, they were camping. I didn't even realize they were back there. All right. A $100 tip.
I had to lie about things because I had to protect my ego.
Secured B. Enemy UAV detected.
I stabbed. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just having bad luck this game. Sucks, man. I had 2 good games. This was just ass. Here. Please break. fucking stupid thing? It's like, just break the dog, you fucking idiots. Kill it. It's not gonna work. I couldn't, you see that? I slash, it fucking misses when they're right in front of me.
Authorizing UAV
Lame.
operation.
Lame.
Underway on board.
Really? Really? Come on, how close do I have to be? Do I have to be sniffing his fucking farts to stab him? Dude, I was right on him. Oh no, oh, that was bad. They were camping the bridge. That was real bad.
Enemy CUAV established overhead.
Contact with UAV has been lost.
Enemy UAV detected.
Now, basically what's happened is, they now have a great advantage and they're just killing us. We can't even get out of the spawn area. Me being melee is not helping right now. Okay? Me being a melee class is not helping. They've got us trapped.
I like blowing with you, and I know you like blowing too. Oh yeah.
Established overhead.
It's a napalm on my target.
Nope. I suck. My hand is like, I'm not steady. I don't have a steady hand.
Happening, Philip. Very nice.
Flag, get down.
He bounced a grenade perfectly. Wow. That was literally, you couldn't have tossed that any better. Dude, what is going on with the melting nonsense? I shot him multiple times and he melts me. What gun does he have? What is this? I shot him twice. Yeah, I melted. Like, what gun does he have? What is going on? Yeah, this match is ass. I started it so late. This person's not even fucking playing. Look at this idiot. We got a person not
Enemy
even playing.
UAV detected. Enemy.
Look, that's the same guy. That gun? Yeah, look, what gun is that? Look at this fucking thing. It's a shotgun. It's like an insta-kill shotgun. And he doesn't even have to be point blank to get it insta-kill. He does it. It's not. Is that the same gun again? No, it's a different gun. Dude, it's ridiculous. I'm awful. I can't hit anyone right now. It's just a bad match all around. This is a bad match for me.
Enemy dog established on your grid. What are you waiting for? Make your move.
They're on the spawn, so they're just gonna get us again. What burned me? I'm stuck. I got stuck. That was a complete waste of a match. It wasn't even a legit match because I started so late. Look, half my team quit.
I like how you're laughing too.
Well, it's funny. Detected.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I really wasn't. That's our spawn. Yeah, I'm not gonna play this match. We're down by 20 kills. They're already camping our spawn. I'm not gonna play that match. That's a waste of time.
And he rage quit the game after that. That was pretty good, man. That was a good one. That was amazing gameplay right there.
I don't see any movement on the map. Oh shit! I almost fell. I almost fell off the edge by accident. I don't know how they all came after me like that. What happened? He spawned directly in front of me is what happened. He was able to walk right out and get a cheap kill. What was I supposed to do there? That was absolutely ridiculous. And he put me on the side I don't want to be on, too. I couldn't swap. I tried to swap. I don't know. I'm playing incredibly poorly. I don't know what it is.
I just love him saying, like, he's acting like it's a fucking strange rarity that he plays poorly in this fucking game. That's business as normal, Phil. That's the norm for you. It's the usual thing to happen.
I tried to fire straight and it fired left. I just wanted to fire straight at that person. Oh, wow.
Black Ops took the lead. Do not let them keep it. Taking A.
What's the point?
Counter UAV above.
What's the point of playing? Seriously, what's the point of playing?
It's gross. It's for this. It's not because they love what they're doing. It's not because for the love of the game or because they're true gamers. It's for this. And this is what it's become. It's not about putting out a quality review. It's not about putting out a quality playthrough or quality stream. It's about making this.
Seriously? How? They're firing before I'm in the stairwell. I wasn't even in there yet and they shot my leg.
Perimeter established. Angel 7.
What do you do about that?
Hostiles release a skewer.
I wasn't even out from behind the bus yet and I'm already dead. I don't know.
Skewer incoming.
I keep throwing grenades in the house. It doesn't do any damage to the people who are camping at the door. Why not? It's a horrible game for me. I couldn't do anything. They had turrets everywhere. They sniped the whole time.
Suck! Friday, I'll be here all day playing a variety of games, including Call of Duty and American Truck Sim. I'll be drinking. We're going to have Thanksgiving fun, some leftovers together to see what I have for Thanksgiving. We're going to go and order some stuff like Black Friday sales on Amazon to improve the setup and more. Okay? All right, guys, thank you. What an amazing day for support. I mean, today, no lie, once again, you guys supported in droves. Sure.
But yeah, that tweet as well. I kind of showed that tweet for the Bingo yesterday. He's open to considering collabs.
You're so
Collabs could
disturbed and
happen.
deluded in your head. What you need is a reality check. You need someone to actually slap sense into you. Maybe a relative, a family member, a psychiatrist, someone, because you're so delusional. Thank you to Mr. 10 Years for a $100 super chat. I've never run into this thing before. What is it, a money creature? Yeah, look, it's a money creature. It just throws money around. What the hell was that?
All of us here who are internet content creators, and we live stream every day, and this is what we do for a living. I want you to understand something. I'm going to make this abundantly clear to you. We are not poor.
I don't think it's proper for Phil to attempt to speak for other people's financial situations when he has no clue or concept what they're going through. All he can do is speak for himself in that situation because that's what he's understanding. Even then, he's probably going to fucking lie half the time, but he has no earthly concept what other fucking people are doing with their side of things, effectively. So I'm attempting to understand that and explain that for his audience, like he knows what they're going through. It comes across in a disingenuous manner. Like, how the fuck's he meant to know what other people are going through financially? So, but yeah, so it's a strange one. Like, nah, just focus on you, Phil. Obviously, you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna fucking say a sort of fucking thing, just focus through. Don't attempt to fucking understand, to pretend to understand what other people are going through. But yeah, I mean, you're the Phil Burnell's a perfect fucking case in point. Because we, for years, have fucking questioned how somebody can fucking beg so much despite fucking being given thousands and thousands of dollars per month from his audience, you know? We've also fucking questioned the fucking logic of where does the money go, essentially, you know? I mean, how can somebody who makes 6 figures a year always act that are fucking completely destitute, you know? Always act in a fucking manner which is like fucking just humiliating for most people to fucking put themselves through. And yet, apparently, Phil says that, you know, I've got, you know, he fucking maintains this fucking air of like innocence where he has to fucking ask for his money, and he needs that money, he really does, to pay his bills. You know, so it's. But here he is fucking just assuming that he knows every single content creator's personal financial situation.
We're not. If we were poor, how would we have this full HD camera? How would we have these sets? How would we have the high-end internet that we have to broadcast? How would we be able to sit around playing video games and talking about nonsense all day and make a living doing it? We're not poor. None of us are, okay? Now, some people might try to give you the impression they are because they want you to give them more money.
That's like me, right? That's like me.
Okay? But we're not. So the point I want to make here is, if you have disposable income and you like the content and you like to see it continue and you'd like to see it improve and you'd like to help the person who makes that content for you for free every day, then by all means contribute to their streams. Send them super chats, give them memberships, buy their merchandise, you know, whatever you want to do. That's your prerogative to do as you would with your own money.
The pignatus. He's pignatizing everyone.
But if you're someone who's hard up, if you're someone who like is struggling to pay your bills, if you're someone who like it's the holiday season and it's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do for a meal next week, don't contribute to people who live stream. They don't need your money.
So Phil, would you tell you he's getting thousands of dollars from the Aspen Gold fucking viewers to fucking say this sort of thing? Like if that had not happened before Thanksgiving, he would not have been saying this sort of shit. And Gad and fucking tea that, you know. Yeah, wasn't it last week somebody fucking like drunkenly gave him money? And it's like, oh shit, I mean, I really shouldn't give you this because I'm drunk, but and then Phil's like, well, you probably shouldn't. And the guy kept giving them drunken like contributions, and Phil could easily have returned them. Instead, Phil's like, thanks for money, but you know, maybe you should think about stopping. You know, didn't offer to say, like, you know, fuck me, you gave us what you shouldn't have gave it. I'm going to give you know. And I said he never seems to consider the possibility that he could return somebody's money for them. You know, or put them in a fucking, you know, it's like he's always saying, well, you know, instead of just saying he have his back, he's like, well, maybe I should like stop after a couple more. You know, Sean does beg. I'm not asking for money, but if you give it to me, I'll accept it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be fair, I think most people would be in that situation. Like, I don't fucking ask for money, but it's always, you know, nice to receive it. But at the end of the fucking day, though, if people want to, they fucking can. You know, I was laughing, like, YouTube every fucking day. It is bizarre how much pressure, pressure seems to be the wrong word, but whenever I'm trying to set up a live stream every single fucking day, YouTube are just constantly reminding me, you know you can monetize this, you know you can run ads on this shit. And I was like, yeah, you can enhance the experience for your viewers by running that. I imagine that. Imagine, you know, guys, did you know that ads on live streams apparently enhances your viewer experience? Get the fuck out of here, YouTube. Nah, get that shit out of here, you dumb bastards. No. I'll stick to what I'm doing. I don't do ad block. As many people know, I don't do ad block. Well, sorry, I don't run ads because I have ad block. So I would be the biggest hypocrite in the world if I ran ad block and demanded you guys like watch my ads while I don't watch anyone else's ads ever, whether a friend or foe. So yeah, it's just mental though. But yeah, Phil Burnell, trying to tell people in some strange bloody way was, hey, if you're struggling for money, if you're poor, don't give anyone else money. And I guess that's why Phil was never given to charity before, you know what I mean, because of he was always poor all those years. At least that's what he claimed. Well, he was making 6 figures a year.
Including me. All right? If you're sitting here and you're like, I'm not doing so well. I lost my job, or I barely make ends meet. Don't send people money. Keep it for yourself.
Just a wee gentle reminder, he has literally got audience members who have bankrupted themselves. In part due to funding his lifestyle. Like Timbo Slice, I think, has gone through multiple bankruptcies, and there's somebody who has given Phil Burnell like hundreds of dollars over the years. You know, you got a fucking bizarre weirdo his former mods, like fucking Vidar, Viking, whatever, you know. Like that fucker, you know, he was living like his lifestyle was fucking horrible. He showed a picture of his fucking home one time, and it was like worse than Asmongold's fucking living situation. And yet that was somebody who fucking he gave Phil hundreds and thousands of dollars. You know, I mean, all you got to do is fucking like give yourself a reminder of like some of Phil's like top, you know, contributors. If you kind of look at like the list or whatever, you know, there's also a raw tips, but there's a page here on the tips tracker. Look at this, the pay pig wall of shame, you know. You got Email H, whatever, is fucking giving like $3,000 to Phil Game Tracker. Remember, this is historical information, which only goes up to a certain period of time. It only goes up to fucking 2023, effectively, you know. It hasn't been updated since then, whatever, you know what I mean? But Game Tracker at 2,500, you know, a guitar player over $1,000, Hassail almost $2,000, Jack's racks are almost over $4,000. He can't afford his own car, but he gave Phil Burnell over $4,000 fucking dollars. You know, it's just insane some of the money that, you know, his audience members are throwing at him. Well, they have their own tales of woe from their life of things they cannot apparently afford to fucking get themselves. And yet they thought, okay, well, Phil needs it more than I do, I guess. Here you go, Phil. It's just utterly bizarre. It really fucking is. But that's what I'm saying. That's how his audience have been trained, for lack of a better phrase, you know what I mean? Because Phil has always expressed that his needs, his happiness, is purely fueled by their money.
Spend it on you. Spend it on your family. Do what's right for you. Stop simping for people on the internet. Because so many people do this. I don't know why. It's ridiculous. It's ludicrous. None of us are hard up. My detractors make me...
Balls. Sorry, my bad. I didn't realise I was fucking muted. My bad. Thank you for letting me know I was muted. I'm sorry for that. But yeah, I just can't pause and read out this fucking thing here. Yeah. You tell me I always lied to your audience and that you're never poor. Yeah, there you go. It makes you an even bigger piece of shit, even though the reality is you went bankrupt, which confirms you're a broke son of a bitch. I mean, Phil, and as I'm saying, he should never ever have been in a situation in his life where he struggled. You know what I mean? Like Phil, as I'm saying, this is what makes Phil Burnell the fucking one of the big lol cows of all time. I was going to say one of the greatest, but that would sound complimentary. But no. But yeah, I mean, he has made 6 figures per year for the last 16 years on YouTube. You know, and obviously some of those years are better than others. You know, and some of those years it would have made like fucking 200k a year, probably closer to. So especially at the start, you know what I mean, when he was like, you know, prominent, and I'm sure his ad revenue at the time was based on views. Yeah, he should never have been in a situation, but because of how he chooses to live his life and his spending habits, you know, and his addictions as well, which he refuses to fucking acknowledge and challenge. It's just, this is the situation he ended up putting himself in, but of course he won't fucking accept responsibility for putting himself in that situation. It's always fucking told in a way where it's like, oh well, we started his downfall. Evil AJ had the audacity to fucking make it so that he don't play. Other people had the audacity to fucking claim artwork they made for him as theirs when the copyright struck him. You know, and apparently we forced him to mass delete a whole bunch of chat videos on his channel, which just sunk him on the algorithm. even though it's Phil's decision. Phil pulled the trigger. Phil Burnell is the one that pulled the trigger on his channel that masqueraded all those fucking videos on his channel, which saw his fucking place in the algorithm just tank. Because he's deleted millions of views from his channel overnight because of the copyright strike stuff, whatever. You know? And apparently we, all has a snowball effect, apparently we forced him to not fucking sell his fucking Connecticut home while he moved across the country. He was paying for 2 homes. Even though it made no fucking sense to fucking do that, of course. I mean, but you're still paying for that second home, you know, for the longest fucking time as well, while living in Washington. You're still paying 2 fucking mortgages, whatever, you know what I mean? Now, remember Phil promised his fucking audience that once the bankruptcy went through and got confirmed and cleared, he wouldn't have to beg as much? How much of a fucking lie was that? Phil tries to fucking paint it in a way where it's like, well, you know, it doesn't beg as much as he did before, because before the bankruptcy, he used to have begathons, which had goals of like $2 grand or $3 grand or $5 grand. So Phil's get out clause for being accused of still begging profusely is that he doesn't do these begathons anymore. But all he's really fucking done is replaced them with monthly marathons where he expects to be given like $1,000 for them anyway, just because it's a monthly marathon. He's not doing anything special or out of the fucking ordinary or whatever. He's just doing a marathon, but he wants particularly big increase in support just because it's that time month for Phil to receive whales, I guess.
Me look hard up, because that's the narrative.
$1 a month actually helps and adds up, all right? I need to raise a lot of money this month, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you because I absolutely need your help at this point. This is the make or break point. If I don't raise a significant amount, I'm done.
Phil's a bum. Phil's broke. Phil needs your money. Begs every day. He's a panhandler on the street. Alms for the poor. No, that's not the case. So, if anything, a clippable moment, understand anyone who's streaming. If they're doing it for a living, if it's a full-time thing, if it's not their side hobby and they have another job, they're not poor. Don't empty your wallets for them. You don't need to do that, okay? But if you have a few extra bucks and you like their content, then support it. It's your prerogative to do that. And if people are sitting there with 1 million views, and they've got ad revenue, and they've got sponsorships, and they've got partnerships, and they've got a network of people from which they probably make money, and you think you're going to throw them $5 and it's going to make a lick of change, it's not.
That was good.
You don't have to give them the $5. They're already rich, all right? Seriously.
I mean, that's a fucking... I mean, obviously, I've always maintained that people should really give if they can and want to, you know what I mean? It should never be forced upon you or whatever. It's literally, if people... I've always had a mentality myself, if people want to, you know, give, they will give, you know? That's been my take, you know? If they're entertained by what I've fucking seen, if they're having a good time, it'll happen organically and naturally. Bill doesn't quite understand that concept though, does he? That's something I don't think he'll ever understand.
Seriously, it's so crazy, this internet culture and how it works, and that people think that just because turned on a camera that this person needs my money. No, they don't. So don't go crazy. Please don't break your back. Don't do what's right for you first. But hey, if you're doing well and you want to contribute to someone who is entertaining you on a daily basis, you're liking the content, you're having fun with it, by all means, that's your money. Spend it however you want. No one can criticize you because you supported this creator or this person. That's your prerogative.
That's right, mind control. I will mind control my audience. I have the ability. I'm using my amazing mental control powers through the internet. Make a contribution tonight. Here we go. You ready? Woo, woo.
No one should down talk you. No one should shit talk you. You know how many people got shit talk because they supported me? For what? Because they like the content. They want more? What's wrong with that? And who are you to criticize and say this content's better than this? This is better than this. Listen, there's tons of content I don't like out there. I don't like drama content. I'm not going to seek out the drama content creator, shit talk them, and then harass their followers. Do what you want. Enjoy what you want.
I'm already DSP cult leader. I know all about it. I cast the pignosis on everyone out there to make you magically do what I say, right? Like I'm a crazy. I have these weird voodoo powers that can control it.
Thank you very much to Mookie for the £2 super chat. It says, take my money. Yeah, numpty. Oh, looks like the guilt tripping worked on the squeaky wheelchair one. Thank you, Mookie, for that. Very much appreciated. And of course, before you go,
old bastard.
I'll just get out of the way before I fucking say that. There we go. As I said, I'm doing a wee series, as I said on the YouTube, every Saturday. So for this coming Saturday and the following Saturday after that, you can find the next part of like the Portal playthrough between me and Mookie. So yeah, if you enjoy seeing me and Mookie be very confused and Scottish trying to understand how to get through puzzles in Portal 2, then the third part of that obviously will come out on Saturday with our channel, so you get that to look forward to. And possibly always kind of looking at different things to play as well together, just because, you know, this apparently confuse Scottish people on the internet is a very entertaining thing for people. The first 2 parts, of course, are on our channels if you want to check them out at some point in time as well. And yeah, it's quite entertaining trying to carry Mookie's dumb arse through these things.
Do what I say, right? Like I'm a crazy, I have these weird voodoo powers that can control everyone watching this video and make you do awful things. Bandit, with a $2 super chat, websites have contractors that you can choose for that. Like what? Again, does anyone have experience? Does anyone have experience with a certain website? Do you know of someone who's been a good editor? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the kind of information I need so that I can know where to go and not get screwed. Because again, people who are employees of places have already screwed me.
I suck, I can't do it because I'm inept. No coordination, no skill. That's why they call me Dockside Phil.
Nice. I look really stupid. I love it. Be back tonight between 7 and 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. So that's about 3 hours from now. And it's going to be the continuation of Tormented Souls 2. We had a great time with this game on Monday night. We're in the school. We're going to continue with the school, hopefully finish it up, and then continue on. Okay? $100 for Hogan's. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it.
Well, fucking love it. God damn it. We fucking good stuff indeed. So yeah, I think it's high time. I think it's high time to focus on doing some bingo now, shall we? Of course, before we start, a wee gentle reminder, of course, the marble race winner from yesterday, Ula Pops, we get to use their bingo number of 821. They won the marble race. They get to pick. Their number from yesterday was 821. Now, Ula Pops, you're still in the chat now. I'll say you're still in the chat. I'm fucking acting. You fucking didn't go anywhere for the past 24 hours. You're in the chat today as well, Ula Pops. Are you still happy to stick with the number 821? If you want to change your mind, you can. There's nothing wrong with that. But I thought I'd give you the opportunity. You know, this is the number you picked yesterday. If you're happy to stick with it, we'll use that number for our bingo card today. But it's entirely up to yourself, of course. But yeah, we're about to start bingo now, of course. So let's make sure we actually launch the. Hold on 2 seconds. Get the bingo program launched. And yes, 821 is still good. They're happy with that. Fantastic stuff. So I will just get it sorted right now. Let me randomize the bingo board very quickly. And then type in your number of 821, and here we fucking go. This is the bingo card we have for today's show. We need Phil to say and do the following for today's bingo stream. We need Phil to say now, on demand, him touching his ear, him saying or doing Q&A, and him discussing the weather in some capacity. The second row is Phil touching his face, him giving some big old-fashioned leaning manual ban, him being all defence mode, him saying necessarily, and him saying that being said. Shout to that being said. The third row is Phil saying day off. Okay, has been gold. A lot of people. And actually, the fourth row is Phil saying addition. Members. Admittedly, you guys, and him displaying some YouTuber jealousy. The fifth and final row is Phil saying nonsense, king, life tips, and finally, sound good. So there we go. That's the bingo card we have for today's show. Thank you very much, Sheila Potts, for helping us pick today's bingo number. Of course, there's a variety of ways you can get free spaces to help us on our way to a Full House bingo card. For example, for every 10 sips, snorts, or burps that Phil does, we get a free space. For every 6 minutes and 40 seconds that Phil begs, we also get a free space. If Jade shows up in Phil's chat and Phil says hi to Jade, we get a free space, and he should be here today because Phil is playing Pokemon, and Pokemon is the one game that brings Jade out. Just, you know, to fucking beg other people to give Phil money so he can name Pokemon. So yeah, Jade should absolutely be fucking there today to guarantee a free fucking space. On top of all that, of course, I mean, if we might, for every 5 new or rejoining members we have the bingo card, we get a free space for that as well. And finally, for every 25 likes, we get a free space. And but for 25 likes, we get 1 free space, which has already happened, and that's secured. If we manage to get 50 likes, we get 2 extra free spaces. 75 likes means 3 extra free spaces on top of that, and 100 likes would be an additional 4 free spaces, but as well as that, you guys would also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by this supremely talented Pixar Animations. And speaking of Pixar Animations, they did send me a wee updated Christmas style intro, which I will be using from December onwards. So for the month of December, effectively, I'll be using a wee updated Christmas intro. I did have a Christmas intro before from Pixar, which I used last year, but it was like the old cat model, you know, like it all of a sudden cat turned sun, and people are like, what the fuck's going on here? It was a bit confusing, to be fair, you know what I mean? So yeah, I asked Pixar very kindly If you know, so I was like, please, can you update Cat? I was like, I don't know what to. I'll say, but, you know, these intros, these wee bingo intros, Pixar. It's usually their decision essentially. I mean, to update them on the fly. It's like I don't usually ask of him to do things. It's like I just usually kind of let them decide when they want to do it because they're the artist, whatever. You know, I mean, I'm also very appreciative of their efforts, whatever. And plus, I'm very busy as well. He's always busy. He's doing like he's got his own channel and he's got his own things to make, and he's always other detractors as well are using their talents as well and asking him to make this and that, whatever. You know what I mean? So he's a busy boy. So I asked him if he had a wee bit of time, whether could he just update the Cat model, which he did very kindly, you know what I mean? So, yeah, at the very least, we got an updated Cat and for the Christmas intro for this coming year. So you'll see that in the 1st of December. So excellent stuff indeed. So thank you very much for that, for Pixar. I'll cover that more on December the 1st, I believe, you know what I mean? Because I got a few more things to say about that relating to Pixar as well, you know what I mean? So, yeah, good stuff indeed. But thank you very much to Pixar for that.
Member bomb. My biggest fans are idiots.
Oh shit, and thank you, Sonny, for gifting 10 members to the channel. Very kind of you indeed. It's going to spam notifications because YouTube's still broken that way. But yeah, I'll just kind of mute that so it doesn't, you know, just ding every fucking second. But yeah, thank you, Sonny, for gifting 10 members, and congratulations to the following people for getting the membership. Congratulations to Mumble, D123, Stan2537, You Torment, Infinite Caress, Jonic the Cycler, Daniel Cannon, Avalanche 178, Agent 001 Soul. Well, Agent 01 Soul. I don't know why I said 001, because it's just 01. Agent 01 Soul, Yin33, and finally, Aranamoyne. So thank you very much for that. Make sure you thank Sonny if you just got a membership there, and of course, thank you very much to Sonny for giving us 2 more free spaces and the memberships. That is very kind indeed. Good stuff. Oh, you're doing it to test a new card. Oh, bloody hell, hackers. Jesus Christ, you're always getting fucking targeted. It sounds like Sonny's always getting fucking hit by fucking people trying to steal their shit. Holy fuck. That's my job. Anyway, poor Sonny. But yeah, I'm glad things work however. You've tested it, it's all working, so fantastic stuff indeed. So cheers to that, you know, very kind of you indeed. Successful wee tests. There we go. Right, so I think I've covered all the bases how I get free spaces. So you guys are also responsible for some of the ways you can get free spaces, like for liking the stream, for example. The rest of the ways, of course, are controlled by Phil and his bizarre body functions, as well as him begging like the little bitch that he is. So there we go. So of course there's some more things to cover, of course, relating to bingo and marbles and all that jazz, but I'm going to let AI Phil Burnell explain that for us.
Well, hello there, AI Phil Burnell here in the digital flesh. Here to tell you about marbles on King Jad's Bingo Baddies stream. To add your name to be part of the marbles games, use the ! marbles in chat to see how easy it is to do it. And at the end of the month, a winner will be picked. It's just that easy, like wear a T-shirt under a Hawaiian shirt.
Thank you, AI Phil Burnell, you piggy piece of shit, for explaining that for us all to understand. And of course, as well as typing !marbles in the chat, you can also just look in the description of this very live stream. The very first link provided should be a link to that community post. If you've not yet put your own comment on that community post, you've got to see if I can do it soon. The sooner the better, in my opinion, but of course at the very end of the month we're going to have a marble race to celebrate. Obviously you guys being so supportive, and I'll give back to you guys by rewarding the first, second and third place marble a monetary prize. You know, first place marble gets $125, second place gets $50, and the third place gets $25. So it benefits you. Basically, if you've got to win it, as the old saying goes, if you've not yet got your own marble locked down and secured, do it soon. And yes, as a wee gentle reminder as well, of course, I will be updating the list in January. There'll be a brand new community post in January. I'll be updating the list of marbles in January as well. Just because it's the start of a brand new year, gets rid of the old names. People may have gone by now, you know what I mean? So it just keeps things kind of fresh. I've had this list going for almost a year anyway. So it just kind of feels right, you know, every single January, just kind of get a brand new list and just make sure that the people that are potentially winning bingo prizes are the ones that are still here for it, you know, and not somebody... Yeah, well, put it this way, if a marble wins and are not here anymore, then they can't claim it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But in that situation, I usually just go to the fucking next person at play. So, you know, if for example, basically fourth place could still win if first, second or third are not there to claim their particular prize. You know, fourth place still has a chance of winning something, put it that way. But yeah, you get what I'm fucking saying though. Anyway, fuck it. It's time now. Actually, before we start playing bingos, one more thing for us to do, and that's of course press the random Scottish soundboard button to send us off into battle once more. And on that note, it is time for some bingo antics. Good luck everybody, because here we fucking go.
All right, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Today is Thursday, the 27th of November, 2025. Welcome to the show, if you're here. If you're not, I don't blame you. It's American Thanksgiving, right? Most of my audience is American, or at least it used to be. My old demographics were that 55+% of my viewing audience were in the United States, and likely that means that you guys were probably going to be busy today. You'll be enjoying holiday festivities with your friends and your family. But for me, half the day I am going to be here on stream. The other half I will be celebrating with my wife and Jasper Kitty. We're going to have a really good meal.
This is Phil's only stream? Oh my god, he's going to need double the money than usual. Oh my god, is this only fucking stream? Guys, I didn't realise the importance of this fucking stream, guys. Phil is going to be fucking needing more money than usual because there is no night stream incoming. Just brace yourselves.
And all of that. So, the first half of the day while my wife is cooking, I've been told to stay out of the kitchen. Don't mess with anything. You'll do more harm than good, which is probably true. What I'm good at is after the fact, eating the food and helping clean up. That I can do. Cooking, not really. So
most proud Italian-style individuals would brag that they have some cooking ability in some capacity. But here is Phil Bonnell saying that he's only good at eating the food and not making the food. Remember all those fucking dumbass hours he wasted like fucking making sauce videos and pouring like shit tons of sugar into the fucking sauce?
today I'm going to be here on stream with everyone chilling, and I am actually recording. Normally I wouldn't record the pre-stream kind of like hangout session that I do, but being that it is Thanksgiving, likely with the audience that I have, which likely is going to be a very diminished audience today. You know, many people are going to be very busy today, and that's totally expected and fine. But I'm sure we'll be talking about Thanksgiving stuff, food and festivities and things that you guys do and what you'll be up to today, and just in general, just answering questions and having a good time here before we jump into Pokemon. Today I will be playing Pokemon Legends ZA, completing the story, and getting into the end game content and seeing what that content is, okay? But I said, you know what, I'll record it. I realized in the last few days that many of the new subscribers, welcome everyone again, everyone who's been checking out the channel and content, thank you so much for that. You guys really enjoy the hangout sessions, the podcast, the daily wraps, that kind of stuff. You really enjoyed it. So why not record this today? Since it is a special Thanksgiving event, I think you guys will probably enjoy the video, right?
Well, it's not a proper podcast, but for once he's actually recording it. He doesn't usually record these fucking not podcasts, but I guess he's thinking that because they're getting the most views, like the Daily Craps are getting the most views, you know, the Daily Craps are getting consistently, 4 figures for views the last couple of days he's done. So yeah, I guess his mentality is, oh, the audience prefer it when I'm just talking and not playing games for hours. I guess I'll start recording these as well then.
Right. So that's why I'm doing it like this. And good morning, everyone who's here. We're very early. I actually started talking on camera here way earlier than I usually would. Who's here today?
Who fucking cares?
We got James. We got a crying carcass. We've got Real King Maxwell, World Above Wheels, Chris, Late Gaming, War and Peace, Ryan, Bono's Tecmo, Green Guardsman. Your future stepson Jade's here. Good morning.
Jade, fantastic. Fucking Jade, where is it? No, not that. Wrong one. Wrong one.
Squeak, squeak, free space.
I mean, technically Jade is like a whale thing because they've got a recurring Ultra membership, which gives Phil $20 a month, you know. The Jade button and the whale noise button is right next to each other, you know what I mean? But then technically both apply, you know what I mean? Jade is quite a smooth brain. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, it applies, yeah. And plus, Jade is going to be begging on Phil's behalf. Because Jade will be begging the audience for somebody to give Phil 20, so Jade could name a Pokemon.
Jade, good to see you, man. We got Sweet Roach, opposite of my thoughts. Jade the Great, Garce is here, Sewer Rat is here, RGB King, Poxy. Here's Willie. How y'all doing?
Who fucking cares?
You're painting a Warhammer. Oh, cool. Those things are pretty intricate. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Anthony, how are you? Double X, how are you? Happy Thanksgiving to everyone who celebrates. I realize many of my viewers are not American, and therefore today's just a normal day for you. Like Canada had their Thanksgiving last month, right? And I don't even know over in the UK if you guys even celebrate Thanksgiving.
We don't have such a thing as Thanksgiving, no. We are, what are we fucking thankful for fucking taking over half the fucking world back in the fucking day? Like, no. I mean, Britain is the reason why so many fucking nations get to celebrate Independence Day. When you break it down like that, then so many nations get to enjoy Independence Day because of Britain. That's our gift to the world. We have given so many countries across the globe a fucking day to celebrate their own independence. You know? So, yeah. Oh, hell. And then, well, who knows? Maybe Scotland will join those countries one day. Who fucking knows?
I don't even know if that's a thing. But, it's cool here. It's a day of spending time with friends and family, being thankful for what you have, and eating a whole lot of food. And that's no exception. I'll be doing that today as well, for sure. Wow, already? All right, well, guys, thank you so much. People are already contributing. Amazing, thank you. Let's do shout-outs, I guess, then. We actually started off, I think there was a tip overnight. I didn't look at it, though. Let me take a look at this. Let me see here. I got a $1.50 anonymous tip that says, Happy Thanksgiving. Well, thank you, whoever that was. First tip of the day is a $1.50 anonymous tip. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. And then there was a gifted sub from Lance Catamaran. That's our first subscriber of the day. I should say not subscriber, but gifted sub of the day. So thank you, Lance. And thank you, MRMBR, like maybe Mr. Member, I'm not sure. We just gifted 5 memberships to the community here on DSP Gaming. Thank you so much for the 5 gifteds. And congrats to people.
Oh shit, damn it, I had the notifications on mute. Oh balls. I'm gonna repeat this animation and notification because it's hold on 2 seconds. Crap. let me replay the activity. I'm sorry it was on mute, hold on. 2 seconds. I should replay. There you go. I had it on mute, that's my bad. I'm fixing that now.
Squeaky Wheels Jade tipped £1. Squeak, 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 squeak. I'd like to say I'm thankful for my 2 legs.
What the fuck do you use them for? Do you fucking, like, you did a fucking wheelchair, for God's sake. I'm trying to understand the fucking logistics behind that. Jade is thankful. The wheelchair-bound Jade is thankful for her 2 legs. I guess as a you know, you can use them to, like, you know, just, you know, put things on. Like a fucking portable fucking shelf or something. There you go. Oh, yeah, there you go. Fuck me, man. There you go. Thank you, Jade. I'm so glad you're thankful for your 2 fucking legs. You know, there you fucking go. But there you go. I appreciate that, Jade. Very kind indeed for letting us know how thankful you are, your 2 legs. I'm sure Phil knows very thankful that your wallet still works, you know, and that your mother can fucking make sure that you can, like, you know, give to Phil on your behalf whenever you're not feeling up to it.
Who just got them. I hope that you guys enjoy. All right.
Right, people might not recognise this particular DSP Bingo background image. So June the King made a documentary on Phil. This was the original thumbnail. Now, Phil complained about this thumbnail being used. He was upset about his thumbnail being used, and so June the King had to replace the people behind Phil with other versions of Phil. Phil was so upset that he only appeared once in the thumbnail, and other people also shared a spotlight of him, so he complained to June the King, and so June the King made sure that Phil was surrounded by other Phils. So the new version of the thumbnail, if you go to hold on 2 seconds, let's see if I can can we go to June's channel and see the thumbnail? Hold on 2 seconds. Let me if I can see, hold on. 2 seconds, June the King, hold on. Where are you bastard? Hold on. June the King, I found his channel. Where in the video? Yeah, there it is there, the fucking video. Hold on. So, actually, hold on. He changed it back. Either that or hold on. I know that this was not this originally. This thumbnail. Like, if I can hold on. This thumbnail. I can tell you now. This thumbnail, Phil objected to before, and June had to change it for him. So it was a bunch of just Phils around him instead. Like, I'm trying to think, I'm surprised, I'm very confused. When did June change that? The sneaky bastard. Oh, that is sneaky. Yeah, because when it came out, Phil was like, I don't want that in my phone. I think he objected to Liana being in it. I think that was his main complaint, that Liana was on the thumbnail as well. He didn't want her on the thumbnail. But no, I can tell you now, like when June first released the documentary, Phil complained about a thumbnail, and that's why it got changed at the time to just a bunch of DSPs around him instead. Shit, man, is it going to stay the same, or is it going to update? Because sometimes these things update, don't they? Sometimes these things up to different thumbnails, but not. I'm telling you, the one that June replaced this with had Phil wearing like a blue shirt, and all the heads around Phil were all him. I promise you that's what it was. But it's still that, you know. I mean, it's still that. So there you go. Anyway, fuck it. That's the whole. So the bingo background image is basically a thumbnail that June the King used for the documentary. And apparently I've been tagged in Discord. I knew it. I fucking knew it. There, DSP's own fucking React channel used June's thumbnail, and he used it for his React crap. He just put a fucking photo of it. But yeah, this was a thumbnail that June had used originally instead. Without the fucking 4 all over it and the DSP Reacts logo, you know what I mean? That was the fucking thing. You know, so they fucking go, I knew I wasn't going crazy. So yeah, Phil objected to the thumbnail, the original thumbnail. He changed it for Phil. But I guess once Phil kind of forgot about things, he changed it back. So yeah, there you fucking go. This was the thumbnail June had swapped to originally, just to appease to Phil. I don't know why Phil's bald. I'm so confused why Phil's like, this is better. It's just nothing but me. Who cares if I'm bald in one picture? I've no... Jesus Christ. Thank you, Sonny, for proving I'm not crazy and that thing actually existed.
Cool. So what's the vibe today, my friends? How y'all doing?
Fuck you and your friends.
What's going on? Probably Bears. Just gifted a membership to the community. Thanks, Probably Bears. I appreciate that. Wow, I just got a $15 tip. Thank you, guys. 15 bucks. Happy Thanksgiving, Phil. Have a nice day. Thank you so very much for the generous tip here on Thanksgiving. I give you thanks for your support of the channel and content here on Thanksgiving, for sure. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right, so, okay, so I'm just curious. If you are an American who celebrates Thanksgiving today, you're actually celebrating, because I realize there's some Americans that don't celebrate it, and that's okay. It's your prerogative, right? If you're an American celebrating Thanksgiving today and you're on the stream, type 1 in the chat right now. I want to gauge how many of the people who are actually on stream are celebrating Thanksgiving today, and how many are maybe, non-Americans or people who don't celebrate, and it's kind of a normal day for you. Let's see.
I've never seen Phil's chat move as fast before in my entire life.
All right, they're starting to come in now. There's like a 10-second delay. Here come the ones. Here comes a flood of ones. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of ones in the YouTube chat. On Kick, 2 people.
Is Jade not American?
3 people. Everyone else on Kick is literally typing random numbers and nonsense. So, once again, if ever there has been... If ever there's been a sign, there's a little bit of a difference between the two...
Yeah, there's Jade's one right fucking there. He fucking delayed. You know, I guess he maybe had to fucking count. You know, he had to use his fingers to start counting how much is that. Oh, wait, there it is.
Audiences that watch me. Yeah, on YouTube, we all, we're going to celebrate today. We're in a good mood. Holiday, vibes to hang out with Phil. Kick. Oh, let's just type any nonsense. Here we go. Anyway, cool. So in general, of my chatting public, it looks like quite a lot of people are actually celebrating American Thanksgiving today. Well, that's awesome. The reason I keep saying American Thanksgiving is because it's confusing for some people because there's other Thanksgivings. Like I said, Canada just had their Thanksgiving a month ago. So if I say Thanksgiving, people will be like, wait, what do you mean? Well, I am American. So cool.
Today's American, tomorrow is probably going to be Italian again. The next day, he might be Polish, who knows?
Thank you to James for a $10 super chat. He says, I have work today, but I got some prep to do for tomorrow, mostly at home. Not a lot of people call AAA on the holidays. Not a lot of people? Is that true? I would have thought, and maybe this is just me thinking, logically putting 2 and 2 together in my head, more people would be calling AAA for the holidays because they're all traveling for the holiday and they maybe don't usually travel, so they're not well equipped for it, and then they get into trouble. But maybe
You'd think that would be the case. Like, wouldn't people try and be there for Thanksgiving itself? My logic would be that you try and travel before the day itself and not on the day itself. Because it's a special day, That's just my logic, Because aren't most things closed on Thanksgiving? Isn't it essentially like Christmas? With things being closed, for the most part. Because it's a fucking national holiday that's fucking celebrated, I don't know. Dipper saying Jada Polish are bloody hard. I know, I understand. As somebody that lives in Scotland, there's a whole, as a strong Polish presence in the UK, especially Scotland, they came over during the war, they're grafters, I know, like I've worked with some as well, I fucking know. So yeah, I understand that, but the fact of the matter is that Phil is just as much Polish as he is Italian. So, yeah, Phil has Polish blood in him as much as Italian blood, although he seems to really care more for the Italian side than the Polish side, so I guess it's not as glamorous to embrace your Polishness than it is to embrace your Italian side.
I'm wrong. I do know there's way more people on the roads like right now, traditionally, than usual. But then again, today is Thanksgiving Day, so maybe there's less. I don't know. Brian, 41 months as a member. Happy Thanksgiving to you, my friend. Thank you. And then we got Lance. Did today second sub over on Kick. Thank you so much, Lance. Sub number 2 from Lance today. Thank you so much. Very nice. Okay. All right, so let me ask you guys a question. Whoa, hold on a second. I can't ask the question yet. Another generous contribution has come in. A whopping $40 tip just came in. Okay. Wow. So, $40 tip from someone who has been someone who's watched basically most of my Pokemon playthrough and been here for it. So thank you very much for a $40. I should have played the $30 animation. The 21's good, right? We know it's 40. Thank you to the anonymous $40 tipper. They said they would like, during this playthrough, they've actually named many different Pokemon, including Houdini, Frankie, Abby, and Sean. Frankie is his favorite, so keep him in the party. We will. Frankie, who is a mega evolving Greninja, is endgame stuff. I'm going to say this up front. I guess I should, because I didn't even think about this. For today, we're about to beat the story. We can't do anything with Pokemon until the story's completed. Reason being, I'm in an endless gauntlet right now of tough fights. You can't buy healing items anymore. So simply put, just to beat the game, I'm probably going to have to swap Pokemon in and out of my party that are live and high level. So I will keep Frankie in the party because we were supposed to anyway. Like, I need him. But I think what I'll do is, if we're going to have anyone name Pokemon today or put them in the party, we have to wait until I beat the story. Wait until I get to the end game content, you know, or I should say the post game content, whatever opens up after you beat the story, and then we'll do that. Because how on earth am I going to beat the game if people are like, swap in 5 new Pokemon that are level 20? I can't beat the game now, you know. So logically, let's not do that yet. All right, people are interested in naming Pokemon. Let's actually complete the story of Pokemon Legends ZA first, and then we'll do that. Okay. Cool. So thank you so much. A $40 tip is very much appreciated. Thank you so much. So. How you guys doing? I hope you're all doing well. So here's the deal for me today. For those who are maybe wondering, what does DSP do for his Thanksgiving? First half of the day, I usually stream, and it's pretty much been like this for a very long time. Now, what I actually do on the stream has changed dramatically over the years, and it's because my content has changed dramatically.
Shut up, you boring dick. I'm going to fucking check your kick ban list to see if you've banned anyone yet, and if you have, I'm going to tick that square. Oh, what a surprise. He has banned people. Happy Thanksgiving, motherfuckers. He's banned 4 Putres so far. Philberto Hairloss was banned by DSP Gaming. I Sit With Phil was banned by DSP Gaming. Your future step ma wife was banned by DSP Gaming. And Publius alias Hadre... What the fuck's this fucking name? I don't even fucking know. Publius alias Hadrianus. Or Hadrianus. What the fuck? They were banned by Phil as fucking... There you go. Fact of the matter is, of course, that Phil has actually indeed banned Fuel Tray, so I can tick this square.
Burger.
Get a good old-fashioned leaning manual ban and tick that square right off the bat. Hooray for that.
Over the years. I remember ages ago, I actually used to do like a Thanksgiving Day marathon of gameplay. Like, it would literally be gameplay specific. I would ask usually what people wanted. I remember that at one point I used to do multiplayer stuff on today, where it would be like Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed. Remember when Assassin's Creed had multiplayer? So it'd be like Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, whatever the new Bad Company or Battlefield game is. I'd play some fighting games like Street Fighter 4 or Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix. You know, just a variety of stuff to keep people excited that day. Now, I wasn't streaming, so I would play all that gameplay and upload it to the channel, and people would have an insane amount of stuff to watch if they were bored on Thanksgiving, okay?
And that's... How's that different from any other fucking day, how I used to fucking do things back in the fucking day? That's just par for the course, essentially.
And it worked. People liked it. Then I became an interactive live streamer. Well, let me take that back. I became a live streamer. The first few years that I live streamed, I wasn't interactive. And you might say, what do you mean? How do you live stream and not talk to your audience? Yeah, that's a good question. That's what I did. No lie. From 2013 until early 2017, so 4 years, I full-time live streamed, and I didn't talk to the audience. Of course, now I look back at that, and I'm like, wow, I was a complete idiot. I ignored my audience. I mean, that's a huge wealth of stuff. You talk to them, have social interaction, have conversation. No, ignore them and just play a game all day. That's what I did. I basically acted like I wasn't even streaming. So what I did during those years was, since I didn't do interactive streaming, I had a show that I called Ask the King. And this show was a Q&A show where people who actually wanted to talk to me would submit their questions. And I would actually go through the questions, kind of pick the best ones that I thought I had the better, more entertaining answers for. And I would then, on that show, answer those questions live.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No!
So basically on Thanksgiving, I would do like Thanksgiving Ask the King, which actually went down pretty well. Usually the show traditionally did very well when it came to, people kind of attending the stream and or watching the show. But then I became an interactive streamer. And I basically phased out Ask the King. Like, what's the point of having an interactive Q&A show when you literally interact with your audience every single day, right? So now I just do random stuff on Thanksgiving. And I only do one stream. And the reason is, my wife cooks a nice meal every single year. And it's different. This year, for example, my wife is going to be doing basically everything either from scratch or basically we didn't like order anything. Usually what happens is around this time of year, my parents, as like an early Christmas present, they would order us some food. They would order us like sides, like Thanksgiving sides. Like usually there'd be like a casserole or a stuffing or like a cheesy potato thing or a sweet potato thing. And all we would do is toss them in the oven, bake them, and then we'd make our own turkey, pop open a can of cranberry sauce, and then that was our dinner. This year, Kat is going to do stuff differently. She's actually going to be making her own green bean casserole, her own homemade mashed potatoes, in addition to roasting an actual turkey breast roast, which is different from a whole turkey. I'll probably explain that later. And then we're gonna have a whole bunch of salads. We're just gonna do instant stuffing, like stovetop stuffing. Why? It's easy to make. She's gonna make a lot of it because we're gonna have like 2-3 meals of this Thanksgiving food. So she's gonna make a lot of it. It's like, dude, we're not gonna go crazy with, you know, some kind of, you know, over the top complicated dressing or stuffing or whatever you want to call it. We're just gonna do the stovetop. We like the stovetop. It tastes good to us, so we don't mind. We actually got 2 different kinds of cranberry sauce. We got the jellied and the ones that has the big cranberries in it. So I don't even know what we're gonna have today. Maybe we'll have a little of each. I don't know. We got some little rolls. We're gonna put some butter on. And so we got a lot. We got the turkey with the gravy. We got the mashed potatoes. We've got the green bean casserole, the stuffing, the cranberry sauce, and the rolls. Oh, and for dessert, we got a big lattice work topped apple pie. Why apple pie? Because a couple weeks ago, we ran into a pumpkin pie, and we're like, ooh, and we already got one. So we've already had the pumpkin pie for the year. We're like, all right, let's get a fruit pie then for Thanksgiving. And to be honest, we actually more wanted a cherry pie, but they didn't have any at the store, so we just got an apple pie because that's what they had here.
Cares?
I live in Washington State in the United States. Our big, like, state, by far, our state crop is the apple. Like, we have a ridiculous amount of apples everywhere, like crazy apples, like out of your mind amount of apples here, varieties and stuff. Like I go to the grocery store, there's 17 kinds of apples sitting there, like, whoa. So apple pie is like the big prominent thing. We got a good one. Hopefully it tastes good. And so that's what we're doing today. That's our huge meal today. It's like multiple course after course after course of good stuff. And of course, we're making so much, we have leftovers. So I'll be eating that tonight off stream. But tomorrow during my Black Friday marathon, I'll be having a plate of leftovers on stream. So you actually will get to see some of the food that we ate for Thanksgiving tomorrow live if you're here for the Black Friday marathon event. Okay? Valsild, thank you for a 1313 super chat. He says, I'm just dropping by to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. I hope that you and Kat have a great one. Thank you so much, Valsild, and you as well. If you're celebrating today, I hope that you have a great day. And thanks for stopping by, and thank you, obviously, for the support. I appreciate that so very much. Thank you, Vasil. Also, Parasolo's here. 54 months as a member. He has 89 at the end of his name, and I will say that as the member. 54 months as a member. Happy Thanksgiving. Eat well all. Yes, indeed. Indeed. So, question. What do you guys do for Thanksgiving? Do you do similar to what we do? So, what we're going to do for the turkey, okay? We got, because it's just me and my wife and our kitty Jasper. That's it. We don't have a big family or anything. You know, I do have family. Like, my parents actually live on the other side of the country.
You're abandoned. Yes, we know.
Connecticut, where I used to live. So, I don't have any family or anything to visit to eat Thanksgiving meals with, okay? So, we got turkey, but we didn't get a giant turkey.
What about Kat's family, Phil? Can you not eat with Kat's family instead? Hello? Phil? Hello? Is that not... Are we not allowed to ask questions about... Since you brought up a family, what about Kat's side of the family? Can you not eat with them?
Turkey, that would be stupid, right? What are we going to do with a giant turkey? The thing is about leftovers, what people don't realize, you have to eat leftovers in 3 days. If you don't, they go bad, and if you eat them, you get sick. Now,
when most people understand that, Jesus Christ, man. That should be fucking basic fucking knowledge, for fuck's sake. Holy shit. Then, like, also, if you're going to get a turkey, but it's only fucking 2, then just fucking buy a small... buy a turkey crown, you know? Although, you know, a turkey crown is basically just a breast only, isn't it? You know what I mean? But aye. Like, 3 days is excessive enough. 3 days to wait. Wouldn't like it 1 day. 3 days. The fella just said 3 fucking days. Like, I wouldn't wait fucking 3 fucking days to eat leftovers. You know, especially if I can. No. I mean, almost like put some like tin foil over the top of it, whatever. Put it in the fucking fridge. Have it the following day. That's. But I don't know. 3 days. It probably depends what it is and how you store it. Like, I'm thinking fridge, but of course you can always freeze that some bitch as well. You know, you can also put things in a fucking freezer, you know, and yeah, exactly, in Tupperware container in the freezer. You can do that as well, also, you know what I mean? So yeah, I was thinking just a fucking fridge, personally, you know what I mean? And 3 days in a fridge is that's a bit long. I feel like, you know, if you're doing it in a fucking fridge, you know, like a day later, maybe I'd say. But yeah, you know, also you can freeze that bastard as well.
You can freeze them if you freeze them right away, but why are we going to buy so much food and have so much excess, right? So we get what's called a turkey breast roast. What it is, it's just...
It's a turkey crown. Yeah, that's... I mean, maybe it's a different name in the UK compared to, like, you know, America, but you can get a turkey crown, which is essentially just the breast only, but I don't think it includes, like, legs.
Just the turkey breast.
Oh, yeah, so yeah, we call that a turkey crown here, you know? It's still a decent amount of meat, you know, don't get me wrong, and but it's just, you know, also doesn't include, you know, the rest of the fucking turkey.
Okay, so it's like this big. Okay, it still has the skin on it, and it's wrapped in like this, like almost like twine, the string thing, and you cook it just like that. You cook it with the string on, and what ends up happening is it holds in like all the juices, and then after you cook it, you take the string off, and then you slice it into slices, and the skin and the stuff is still on there, so you get this extra flavor. And we're actually marinating it in a garlic herb marinade. It's been marinating in the refrigerator overnight, so it's gonna have this awesome flavor on the outside as well, and hopefully absorbing into some of the meat. So it's not just turkey; it's gonna have this awesome marinade, and then of course we have turkey gravy as well to have with it. So I feel like that makes more sense if you're a smaller family and you don't need to have, you know, food to feast on for 2-3 weeks, and you also don't have like 5-6 family members you're feeding, you don't go for the giant turkey. What would we do with all that meat, right? It would be wasteful. So we just buy the little one. And so that's what we're doing for Thanksgiving. So I'm just curious, what do you guys do? You got
Not fucking that. Although I will agree with the sentiment, where if it's not a huge amount of people eating, then it's also good not to be wasteful with fucking food. You know what I mean? No point in getting a big fucking turkey. If it's only fucking between 2 and 4 people like fucking eating. That's a lot of turkey to get through. So yeah, it makes sense logically to just fucking like have a crowd instead. Just to fucking save waste.
guys do anything crazy? What does everyone do? If you're an American, of course. If you're not an American, you probably don't do any Thanksgiving stuff. But what do you guys do? Well, William tells us I also got just the turkey breast. That's cool. Lance Catamaran did 500 kicks over on Kicks. We actually do a ham. So I've heard, for those who really don't like turkey, that's kind of like the most popular second place thing people do here in the U.S. That if, basically, turkey ain't your thing. A lot of people just don't like turkey. And that's cool. I understand. I don't love turkey. Like, I think turkey's all right.
Turkey's okay, but I mean, I don't know. Like, okay, the only time I ever have turkey usually is during Christmas. Like, when I think of turkey as a Christmas food, okay? Because it's traditionally for me, it's what I've had at Christmas time. I don't know if it's because Christmas is a time for overindulging yourself, but whenever I eat turkey at Christmas, as well as like the mashed potato and the stuffing and the wee chipolatas, whatever, and the roast totties as well, and all this stuff, you know what I mean? No veg. I'm not a veg person. I'm a fat bastard. I don't really care for kind of I don't mind eating some veg sometimes, but just give me more fucking turkey and meats and all that shit. But I tend to find that it fucking knocks me the fuck out after I finish eating. And I don't know if that's because I've just overate a whole shit ton of food, or if it's because turkey has something in it which makes you kind of tired. Apparently there is something in turkey which does contribute to feeling tired. So yeah, I don't know, but I do enjoy it obviously. I mean, it's all good, yeah. So there we go. But yeah. I don't even know what I'm doing yet for Christmas this year, you know what I mean? I'm still trying to finalise plans for that. Oh god, no. Oh shit. What's Cat's sister saying now?
Jenna tipped £1. I would love to be invited to Cat's place for Thanksgiving. I personally would bring food, like a stuffed diaper. I mean turkey.
Jesus!
There we go. So thanks, Jenna, for that. Now, Clerics is saying all my family are at a dinner table are mystified by Jad's accent. I think it's disturbing Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, yeah, bunch. I'm going. I was going to be the favorite. Happy Thanksgiving to all around the Thanksgiving dinner table in the Nye Clerics household. I do hope you have a very enjoyable, robust day and don't be put off by the strange, angry Scotsman yelling incoherently in the background. We're just trying to play some Thanksgiving-style bingo after all. Happy feasting, yabams.
So I don't mind. I literally don't mind having it. I think it's decent, but you're right. I'm not like in love with turkey. Some people are like crazy turkey aficionados who like want turkey all year. They really like crave turkey all year. Not really me. Like I eat a lot of turkey. I eat instead of red meat, I eat a lot of turkey, which is, by the way, way leaner meat. It's much healthier for you. It has less uric acid, which is a thing for me. I can't eat things that make you get a high uric acid level because I have a disorder. So that's a big thing for both Thanksgiving and for Christmas as well, right? Like Christmas, I've heard people eat a turkey, people eat ham. Like they'll go back and forth and do either or. So, well, that's cool. That's cool that you're doing some ham. Here you go. My family does a barbecue. We invite like 30 people. That's James. When you say barbecue, you mean like all kinds of barbecue meats? So you're talking like maybe turkey with like chicken, beef with ribs, pork, everything. Dang, that's pretty.
I've heard mac and cheese is very popular as a Thanksgiving like side dish, which to me is like music to my ears. I fucking love mac and cheese. That's what I'm saying. I've always been quite envious of people who celebrate Thanksgiving because the food just seems like an incredible day of eating. Like I'm a big fat bastard who loves to stuff his face full of good food. Thanksgiving seems like it was made for me. Just by the way people overindulge themselves as some sort of like warm up for Christmas coming. It's always been something that sounds so appealing to me. Maybe saying turkey does contain small amounts of L-tryptophan, but it's not enough to affect you, and it really only works into stuff. So basically, it's probably just fucking me knacking myself out by just stuffing my fat face full of food. That's probably so I'm blaming the turkey for feeling tired, but no, it's just fucking me. Like just I've done fuck all day. I then stuffed my face full of food, and then why am I feeling tired all of a sudden? All I've done today is just overindulge myself with all this food. So there we go. But I mean, yeah, as I said though, Like I'll be all over the mac and cheese, you know what I mean? Give me some turkey as well, give me some stuffing, you know. What's the thing though, in people in the UK also we have our own wee takes on these kind of big dinners like this, you know. We probably do things like wee pigs in blankets, you know what I mean? You know, little bits of, you know, wee sausages with bacon wrapped in it or whatever. We probably do things as well like Yorkshire puddings, you know, that's some good, you know, we probably add that kind of shit, you know, to the fucking menu as well, which is alright, it's pretty good, yeah.
Pretty cool. If that's the case, I love barbecue. Jim Jam says my vegan sister's gonna make a tofurkey. Boy. Well, here's the thing. I've had tofu that tasted absolutely awful. I've had tofu that kind of is neutral. That's not offensive, but also isn't great. Like for me, tofu is, first of all, good for you, right? Tofu actually is legitimately very good for you. It's very high in protein, low in everything bad. But it doesn't have a lot of flavor. So I think what the idea is with tofu is that you give it seasonings and or sauces that make it taste good, and it really acts like a flavor sponge. Like it will absorb whatever you're cooking it with. So I suppose if you were to take tofu and you were actually to like put all kinds of stuff on it, maybe it could actually like absorb the flavor of turkey and simulate turkey. I don't know. I for me, I'll be honest with everyone here. I find it silly that, like, let's say you are a vegan or a vegetarian, right? Okay, so go ahead, eat the veggies. Like, that's fine. What I don't get is that you make the active choice you want to be a vegan or a vegetarian, which is likely for your health, right? You think it's going to give you better health in your life or whatever, and more power to you. Go for it. That's up to you. It's your prerogative, right? For me, I love meat. I'm going to eat meat for the rest of my life. I just make more healthier choices with the meat that I eat. But the question here is, if you've made the active choice to be a vegan or a vegetarian, why do you then make the non-meat try to taste like meat? I don't understand that. Like you said, I don't want this in my diet.
Probably to appeal to more people to eat it instead of meat, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, like, obviously, I see no harm in them trying to make vegan foods more appealing to a wider demographic. Like, put it this way. If I'm in Greg's, for example, you know, as a good example for British style fucking people in the chat, I don't, you know, for people here that are British, have you ever tried the vegan sausage rolls? They're not bad, you know what I mean? Like, you can't really tell a huge difference between the vegan sausage rolls in Greg's and the normal sausage rolls. Now, it's like slight, I mean, it's not a huge, I mean, maybe, but yeah, they're still tasty. That's something as well. That's the main thing. Like, I'm not going to fucking be upset. Oh, you know, I ate this vegan sausage roll and it was tasty, but it's not meat. Fucking what? No. You go to fucking Greg's for a quick little. It's like fucking fast food pat. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It'll fill you up. It's nice enough. It tastes okay. You know, then you fucking go. But to me, there's nothing wrong with also trying to make healthier foods, like vegan foods, more appealing to a bigger like audience. You know. There's no harm in that, you know. I mean, it gives people an option as well. Like if you're in McDonald's, for example, like I've never tried. McDonald's have their own like vegan options. I think they have like a McPlant. I think they call it a McPlant burger. Never tried it myself personally, but if you're with somebody at McDonald's, they have an option that they can order something from and like just join in with everyone else having like. But they can have their burgers. They can have their McPlant. They're not like the odd one out because they couldn't order a burger. You know. I don't mind that sort of like option being available for people who'd rather just eat, you know, vegan alternatives. And, you know, so it's kind of inclusive in a degree, you know what I mean? But yeah, but Phil though is like, why the fuck are they trying to pretend to be meat eaters? How fucking dare they? It upsets how it seems.
I don't want to be a carnivore, right? I just want to eat non-meats. So now I need to make something that tastes like meat. Why? I'm lost. Like when they announced the Impossible Burger, the Impossible Whopper, impossible, right? I said, well, you're right, it is impossible. There's no way that's going to taste like a Whopper. I don't have any belief whatsoever that that's going to taste like a Whopper. I just don't believe it at all. And then I did an actual head-to-head taste test one year of the regular Whopper versus the Impossible Whopper. And you know what? The Impossible Whopper tasted good, but it tasted nothing like the real Whopper at all. Like zero meat flavor. It was more of it was an appetizing flavor, but it wasn't meat. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I don't get. Like, okay, it's Thanksgiving, I'm a vegan, I'm going to have tofurkey. Why? Why not just eat the veggies? Why not make a delicious gourmet all veggie spread that anyone would actually find appetizing instead of disguising the tofu to look like a turkey and taste like turkey? That I just don't get that. Because here's another thing too. For me, if it's something that I don't want or I don't want to eat, I want to phase it out of my diet. Meaning, I want to make sure it's not in my diet at all. That way, I don't crave it anymore. Case in point.
People might be vegan not because they didn't like the taste of meat, but because they're just trying to fucking make an active change in a lifestyle. I always assuming that vegans are vegans because they hate meat. I might not ever, but it could be multiple various situations as to why people don't eat meat. you know, like it's not. It's like obviously some people are vegans by just like sheer choice. Like I don't like this. I would rather do this for the sake of my life choices. So for some people, it's a health benefit to them. So I can't eat too much of this, so I can eat this instead. You know what I mean? And just fucking, you know. Oh, it's so hyper focused on this. It's bizarre.
10 years ago, I was diagnosed with gout, which is a blood disorder.
Hey, is that guy? Oh, I thought he was going to. Oh my god. I was expecting the fucking whole uric acid crystals fucking shit. No, he actually said the G word. We got the word gout. Oh, so happy days. You know, he's got no shame in telling, you know, as we goes, new viewers or whatever, that he's a gout-ridden individual because of how he used to fucking live his life, fucking having like steaks every fucking other night because a YouTube gravy train was fucking rolling in like crazy.
That way, I don't crave it anymore. Case in point, 10 years ago, I was diagnosed with gout, which is a blood disorder where you have high uric acid levels, and if you have too much uric acid, you can get giant swollen joints with crystals forming in the joints that feel like someone's stabbing you with a knife, and it takes sometimes up to a week to have the inflammation and the crystals go down so that you can actually feel normal again. You know, one time I was so hard up I couldn't walk, my whole foot was swollen like a balloon, okay? So what I did is I phased out the foods that cause that issue, namely red meat is the #1 cause of a gout flare-up. So when I phased out red meat and I stopped eating burgers, I stopped eating steak, I stopped eating, you know, anything that you can think of that, you know, red meat oriented, right? I stopped craving it.
And yeah, he's had like burgers twice this week because of DSP tries it.
Like straight up, like bacon, I can eat, but I don't really crave it anymore. It's good every once in a while as a rarity, but I don't ever think in my head, man, I really want some bacon right now. It just doesn't happen. Steak, I used to love steak. I used to love a nice steak with a char on it. You get that smoky charcoal flavor, you know, a little crispiness on the outside, but meltiness of the fat, and the meat has that great seasoning, you know, it's the flavor. I know, I remember it, but I literally don't crave it at all. If I go to a restaurant right now that has steak, I never buy steak. I don't even think about it. Like, I don't want it because
Oh yeah, because it gave you gout. You associate steak with gout. You know it's bad for you. Now, you probably would, you know, I can imagine you would maybe crave a good steak again, but you know you can't really touch it because that was like partially the reason your overconsumption of that crap and was one of the reasons why you got gout in the first place, for fuck's sake. Now, me personally, tonight, I had cheeseburgers and chips. Oh, it was good. You know, it was nice. I really enjoyed that, yeah. So, you know, you can't beat a good couple of cheeseburgers and a whole bunch of chips covered in salt and vinegar. Brilliant meal, yes. There we go. That was what I had tonight. That was my fucking Thanksgiving meal, even though I don't celebrate Thanksgiving.
phase it out of my diet, I don't think I want it anymore. So if you're a vegan or a vegetarian, and the whole idea is don't eat the meat, then why eat something that looks and tastes like meat? Because then it's going to make you think of meat again. And you're going to want meat, even though you're not going to eat it. That's what I don't get. Like, for me, I just like say, nah, get it out of my diet. You know what I mean? And so now I don't want it anymore.
So by not doing things, you crave it less. Can you try begging less, Phil?
Emperor Ferb says, well, a lot of people choose to be vegan or vegetarian because of the animals that get slaughtered. It's not for health reasons. That's why they do tofu meat. Okay, I guess if it's a personal preference, okay, so I see what you're saying. It's not for health purposes. They basically do like the flavor of meat, but they don't want to murder an animal, so therefore, okay, all right. Okay, maybe that is a justification then. Oh, fair enough. Although, again, my line of reasoning immediately goes to, well, you don't want to murder the animal, yet you're okay with, like, slaughtering a whole bunch of plants, which are also alive. I mean, they're not sentient, but they are alive. You're okay with killing the plants. I mean, it's a circle of life, right? Like, you have to get rid of some life for life to go on. It's just kind of the natural way of things. I didn't make that happen. That's just how it is. I didn't choose to be born into this existence. I'm just here, you know? So I just got to kind of deal with those things.
This is a stupid fucking take. No, personally, I don't fucking mind people being vegan for their own fucking choices. Personally, I think people need some meats in their fucking life because it's just like, you know, say, that's just me, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's like, isn't there a whole bunch of things that, you know, but meat gives you things that being a vegan or vegetarian doesn't give you, like, you know, necessary, like, proteins or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, there's necessary things to, you know, so to me, it kind of makes logical sense in that way that it's almost like natural to have some kind of like meat in your diet. You know, obviously there's things around that you can take. There's like medication or pills you can take to fucking like counteract the things you would get from eating meat. I know it's like that's like substitutes basically. It's like substitutes for that. But in my head, it's like, you know, but at the same time though, I'm not getting worked up over like Phil is. Like, he is really upset about this situation, about this fucking thing. Like, why do people do this? Why are people pretending they're eating burgers when they're not eating burgers? God, you know, it's so fucking weird, you know. But yeah, that's just Phil once again. Just kind of he's proving his own stupidity to a wider audience, thankfully.
But I don't know. Hold on a second here. Jade says, I don't eat any turkey, but I do like Thanksgiving Day. And I think that's true for a lot of people. Like I said, the turkey thing is the traditional thing. It's the thing everyone talks about. It's the thing everyone claims you should do. It's not necessarily what you have to do. If you just don't like turkey, it's not your thing. I get the feeling a lot of people don't do it, you know?
Burger.
Okay. Let's see here. A couple trolls things. I'm probably just going to ignore them. Especially today, I'm just not in the mood of entertaining nonsense. Yeah, okay. It's just nonsense. I can ignore it. Okay.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Meth Bear tipped £5. This motherfucker was describing steak like one might describe poontang, which we know he hates. He's gay. He doesn't fuck his wife.
Meth Bear, why don't you tell us what you really think, pal? Jesus, man, Meth Bear going in and Phil there, holy shit. Yeah, Phil one time, I remember, wasn't he talking about some sort of like I think it was a barbecue place, wasn't it? I think he was like waxing lyrical one time at this barbecue place, and he was just like, he was salivating at the fucking mouth about how amazing this fucking shit was, whatever, you know what I mean? There's like, he was just, I've never seen him so passionate about like food before. You know, when he's talking about this like steak, whatever, you know? I'll tell you what though, I was going to say you should like search pig go for steak, you know, but you'll probably get a whole bunch of results where people are saying, or Phil's saying there's no steaks involved. You know, pig go confused the steak meat for the steak as in what steaks are involved, and Phil doing like online Street Fighter or some bitch. Oh Christ, remember that whole saga about the fucking steaks involved in casual fighting? Oh god. Oh yeah, and yeah, that upset him. He was so upset about me making fun of him because there's no steaks involved. Fuck you and your steaks, Phil. Thanks for the tip though, if you're very kind indeed.
Entertaining nonsense. Yeah, okay. It's just nonsense. I can ignore it. Okay. Okay.
Mercer's asking, have I made fun of his grandma sweater yet, or am I late to the party? No, not at all. By all means, you're very welcome to join in on ridiculing Phil for his grandmama style sweater. So by all means, go for it, knock yourself out, have fun. But it's not the first time he's worn this before. He has worn this before, and historically in the past, he's also been very annoyed at the collar because the collar doesn't quite sit right for him, you know. So yeah, I'm expecting him to be very fidgety with the collar and trying to adjust it, or whatever, and trying to fix it, or whatever. So there you go.
I will agree with that, especially Americans. Cabal says so many people would do with eating less meat and more veggies. I feel like Americans... Okay, here's the real problem. Americans eat too much bad quality meat. That should actually be what I think should be kind of the message to spread. Americans do eat a ton of meat, and it's all...
the Americans in general, or I mean, there's a problem with people eating stuff that's bad for them, like ultra-processed food is bad for you in general, okay? But America's bread is fucked up. Right, let me just fucking say that. America have fucked up bread compared to like UK anyway. Like why? It's so much shit in American bread. It's like, why is all this shit in the bread? You know what I mean? This is not good for you. There's things in this bread which is not good for you whatsoever. And bread is meant to be healthy. Bread is meant to be a good, healthy alternative. You know what I mean? But yeah, the issue is, of course, that ultra processed foods cause a whole lot of health issues, but it's what a lot of people, especially, you know, people who aren't as well off and affluent, go for because it's a more affordable option. You know, ultra processed foods are usually the cheaper option for people if they're doing a shop, and obviously the cost of living crisis right now is affecting a lot of fucking people. So yeah, it's sometimes the only option for people to go for if they're doing a fucking shop or whatever. It's this ultra processed shit, you know. And just also it'll fucking feed them and their fucking family, but it's like it's not as healthy an option as it would be to have like fresher food, fresher meats, fresher this or that, whatever. So yeah, but yeah, and especially in general, it's like when I think of some of the shit that's in like different foods or whatever, but yeah, America especially, but the bread alone is so confusing. Like, why is all this crap in this or whatever? You know, and it's like it doesn't make sense to me.
All this low-grade, mass-produced, processed garbage that really doesn't help your body, right? If everyone was eating high-quality, lean meats, filling their body with the protein that you need to build your muscle and rejuvenate your body and do what your body wants, then it would be fine.
But it's affording that, Phil. You can afford it perhaps because you're a big-time content creator who makes 6 figures a year. Not everyone can afford that on a regular fucking basis, Phil, for fuck's sake.
But instead, we're eating, you know, McDonald's, we're eating, you know...
Five Guys, like you did the other night.
Processed chicken tenders. You know what I mean? Or we're eating this crap that's been so grinded down and has all these additives added to it, fry, all the oil added to it, right? Awful. If we were all eating the good stuff, then it would be fine. But I will agree with you, Cabal. Americans do not eat a lot of vegetables. They just don't. Half the time you go to a restaurant, right? And you're like, okay, so what are your entrees? And they'll be like, so here's the main course, whatever it may be, and then here's your sides, and here's your side options. Baked potato, mashed potatoes, French fries, rice, soup. Wait, where's the vegetable option? How about some mixed greens? How about actually roasted vegetables? How about some carrots? How about some green beans? How about some asparagus? No, what? No one wants that. How about some mac and cheese instead? Mac and cheese for your side. What?
I mean, if you don't have to give that restaurant your custom, Phil. If you don't fucking like their fucking menu, why'd you fucking go into that restaurant, you dumb bastard? I would fucking research a fucking restaurant's menu first before going in there. Just saying, me personally, that's what I'd fucking do. Like, it seems like Phil's going to this restaurant just to fucking be a dick to them and saying, oh, I don't want this and I don't want that and I don't want that. That's just fucking pure arsehole behaviour from Phil.
Mac and cheese? The worst possible thing a human could probably eat? That's what you're offering me, huh?
Fuck's wrong with mac and cheese, you dick? Don't you fucking dare speak of mac and cheese again.
That's what you order. That's what you get at an American restaurant. Like, seriously. So, I don't know about other countries. I'm telling you my experience being an American. That's pretty much how it is these days. So, I do like veggies. In fact, you know, if I go to a restaurant and they offer like seasoned or grilled veggies, I eat that as my side usually. I want the lighter side because I don't want the side to fill me up and make me feel bloated and make me feel full of grease and fats. Now, how do I even enjoy the entree if I just ate this insanely crazy filling side, right?
And Brian in the chat, Genius Geezer's Brian, by the way, you know, so Brian in the chat saying, when we were out in Glasgow, I had a nice steak pie with mash and boiled peas and carrots, fucking great after a long entire day. I remember that, you sent a picture in the memory squad of that meal. And yeah, it looked a fantastic meal, yeah. It was it was a decent meal. I think it was like one of the more higher end eating establishments in Glasgow you went to, you know what I mean? It definitely looked like it, you know, the plate was like, it looked like a very nice clean plate and it looked very presentable, you know what I mean? So yeah, not the kind of places I usually go to, but yeah. But yeah, exactly though, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's plenty of good option, as good of food options, you know. And also traditionally as well for me. Like usually, sort of, I can tell you from experience anyway, places in, you know, this time of year especially, places are going to offer like Christmas dinner options, okay? These Christmas dinner options will always offer you things as well as your turkey and your mashed potato and your fucking roast totties as well and your little stuffing. They'll also, the food will also have other things in it as well, like sprouts. It'll probably have maybe some broccoli as well. It'll have some carrots as well, maybe some parsnips as well. So there will be veggies on plates as well, usually in the UK anyway, or in Scotland anyway, for this sort of thing. Maybe even a wee bit of fucking haggis if you're fucking lucky. And there's a good question now about Dabber Dragon. Has there been a single DSP tries it that involved veggies at all? Maybe on his pizza one time. Perhaps on his pizza. Or maybe as part of his curry, you know? Because he had curry as well sometimes, whatever, you know what I mean? But this is a good question. But yeah, Phil doesn't really... It doesn't really go for the healthy option for DSP tries it. And his logic was that nobody wants to see him do that. Even though he's preaching the importance of this.
So, yeah, there you go. Oh, by the way, many more people have joined the stream now, so everyone, happy Thanksgiving, happy Turkey Day.
Who fucking cares?
I'm so happy you can hear this now. Last year I got this guy, and I got all excited. I said, all right, guys, here we go. And I played it, and everyone's like, what do you mean? Nothing's happening. So what do you mean nothing's happening? People are like, we can't hear it. I had these filters. This is my old mic. I didn't have this mic. I had an older mic, and all the filters I think had on it, you couldn't hear it at all. It was like blocking out the turkey. I was like, son of a... This year my setup's way better, so good stuff. Okay.
Who fucking cares?
I'm looking slim in the sweater. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, fucking not. You look ancient.
Old bastard.
Grandpa Phil over here fucking getting delusional about fucking all his fake burger crap. Everybody was asking me, do I remember when he had the garden salad and the paper bowl? Yeah, I don't think I do. Hey, I'm kind of curious now. Hold on a fucking second here. Give me a second here so I can fucking try and find this. Give me a fucking second here. I want to try and find this thing. So, I imagine this would... Fuck me, how do you fucking even find this? When was this? When was this, Methbear? Do you know roughly when it was? I got no idea. I'm trying to find it, you know. I'm like, well, I'm looking through like Phil's old shit, trying to find. I'm eating a salad. I searched on Pig Go for the word salad, and somehow there's 40 fucking pages for the word salad. Like, I shit you not. I'm on Pig Go right now, searching profusely for the word salad, and there's 40 goddamn fucking pages. How has Phil Burnell, some salad dodging prick like him, managed to say the word salad over and over again? Southwest salad, taco salad, what salad dressing will I use today? Fuck me, man.
Oh my god! What's up?
Oh, yeah, Jesus Christ. Oh, there's a pizza as well, Jesus Christ. Mepper says I'm going to take a look. Yeah, thank you, Mepper. I hope you find it, you know, but I'm curious to see Phil eating salad because I can't remember it myself. Thank you very much to Twilight Media Corp for the super chat. He says, Teen Spins Break. He's giving me a headache. Sure, of course. Teen Spins Break.
Yes.
There we go. We got a teen spin break, right? Fucking nigga stuff indeed. So cheers for that, very kind indeed. Super chat. Oh god. I mean, if you want a wee quick reprieve from the bad man, of course, we can just check out the otters here. There's an otter here going off screen here, which is practically dying or falling asleep here. It's just going off camera there. But yeah, they look like they were just zonked the fuck out there as they just went and drifted off fucking screen. It's very slowly drifting back the way. Is that wee bastard asleep upside down in water? How do they not fucking drown? Like, I know they're aquatic animals, but I don't think they breathe underwater, do they? You know, so how the fuck do you see? Well, who fucking knows? I think there's an otter up there as well, right off camera, and there's one right there. You go. We good stuff indeed. Hell. Fuck's sake. Oh shit. Meth Bear, you can stop looking. Sonny has found something from Mighty D made a video about Phil being a professional salad tosser. So the video you might have been thinking of might have been this one. So yeah, but so Sonny sent this in the mail Discord.
Flavored. We've got
shush. So yeah, this Phil eating salad here.
the classic grated Parmesan cheese, right out of your local grocer. What's wrong?
I don't like
In case you're wondering who that other voice is, that's his ex Liana.
cheese on my salad.
We had it last time and you loved it.
I don't want it this time.
Your choice of Caesar dressing.
Oily.
Hold the camera, honey.
No problem. I love chicken Caesar salad.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
What is with this edit, man? This edit is bizarre.
Oh no, I got it. You know, salmonella. We're gonna just put that right into the microwave.
Of course it's fucking microwaved. Microwaved fucking... Jesus Christ, man. Holy fuck. And this is what it's fucking proud to cook like.
Let's do it for three minutes, and we'll see how it looks after 3 minutes. Duh. No prep time needed. It's already washed and clean and good to go. Toss it right in your bowl. There you go.
I love bacon bits.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
You probably want to do this by hand.
Or just dump the whole bag in.
Well, let's say if you dump it in, you're going to have a hard time tossing the salad later because all the bacon's going to be in a big clump. If you do this, you can make sure there's no clumps in the bacon and separate it by hand.
Phil is an expert salad tosser, as you can tell. You know, he's been tossing salad for many years now. And yeah, nobody is as good as tossing salad as he is. You know, there's nobody that can compare to Phil Burnell's Todd Sasson skills and abilities. Liana, you're a fucking amateur. Don't fucking pretend you know fucking better. Shut the fuck up. Stay in your lane.
Bacon's going to be in a big clump. If you do this, you can make sure there's no clumps in the bacon and separate it by hand.
Who cares? It's bacon.
Shredded.
You could shred it yourself and save money.
Are you nuts?
When you buy things pre-cut and pre-shredded, you typically do pay more, but if you have the time...
Exactly. The whole point here is that we're the kind of people, we don't have a ton of time.
What's this we? Got a mouse in your pocket? Got a mouse in your pocket? Got a mouse in your pocket?
Just here and make, you know, meals for 4 hours a day.
Yeah, he'll expect me to do that one move, though. What are you smoking?
I'm getting the salad tosser and or spatula.
Oh, you're not gonna use the Christmas one?
No. This is what I used to use. I used to work at a health store when I was in high school. And we used to use this to mix up people's salads.
He called it a health store. A health store? It was like some sort of fucking cart in the middle of a mall. It wasn't a store. It was like some little fucking cart. It wasn't even its own fucking shop. You know? Like, hold the fuck on. I used to work at a health store. A store implies it's some sort of like physical, you know, it's, you know, it had wheels. I think Phil's like, you know, little salad tossing place had wheels on it so it could fucking go wherever it wanted to within the fucking mall itself.
Okay. So that's good enough? Mm-hmm. All right, want to grab the camera again?
I thought...
Now I'll instruct them on how to
I would
properly
be tossing the salad.
mix or toss the salad.
Phil's very good at tossing
use one
salad.
hand to hold the ball.
Attention now, class. I'll be questioning you later on. So here we go. Here's Phil Bonnell finest tossing salad skills on show here. You don't fucking see this shit every day. You know, you got a master at work here.
I'm a professional salad tosser. Oh, the camera's on.
Oh, sweetie. The chicken is steaming. Are they all cooked?
There's like one piece that's a little icy. Everything else is pretty cooked.
Huh.
So let's go ahead and we'll take some of the pieces that I feel are cooked. That's cold. Getting salmonella on my hand.
Let's stick the whole lot back. Oh my fucking god. Some's not cooked right, but well, fuck it, some is, so just holy fucking shit. Better yet, put that shit in a fucking frying pan, put a wee bit of oil in a fucking pan and just fucking get a wee fry for a fucking few minutes, for fuck's sake.
Hands.
Be careful.
Fucking donkeys.
Remember.
Safety first.
But if you are working with uncooked chicken, make sure that you wash your hands before handling any other products for fear of cross-contamination.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
I'm going to toss the salad some more.
Men.
This was something we found locally at our locally Boboli. This is the good stuff.
Oh, it smells absolutely amazing.
You apply pizza sauce to your grocery freezer pizzas. Again, you can get them at your local supermarket.
And this is the best way to distribute pizza sauce. You scoop and then you spread with the bottom of your spoon.
And by the way, Kat agrees with me.
Delicious. This already contains shredded mozzarella, but we do like the taste of mozzarella on top. You, of course, don't have to add more mozzarella. You can add more.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
Some people go crazy and they'll do like pizza with cheddar and stuff like that. We're like, whoa, shit. Like, that's fucking nuts. But we're not going that crazy today.
Oh, it has a belly button.
Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna very gently apply some critical salt. It's salty as fuck. It's like pure salt. All you could taste was salt. Oh, you're gonna get salt. It's
Kardashian's asking now, but no, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying a little derail from current Phil. It's funny watching him try and navigate salad and fucking pretend to be an expert in this sort of shit. You know what I mean? Fuck it. So yeah, it's only going to last another like 2 minutes or 3 minutes anyway. So yeah, another 3 minutes and we go back to bingo. You know, but fuck it. You know, I don't. You know, it's just, you know, screw it. I guess it's a little reprieve from current day Phil. You know, from and that's my take anyway. And yeah. People saying that they love the edits, you know. Yeah, this is Mighty D. Mighty D had some fun with this, you know. I did a video from like 5+ years ago. How big was Mighty D for the video there? Yeah, and good stuff indeed. So yeah, okay. Oh hell, back when Phil used to fucking pretend to be an expert gourmet style fucking cook or whatever.
oh, even now, again, my mouth overpowered with salt flavor. Very.
Is this salt he's adding to these like fucking like personal pizzas? Is that salt he's shaking on top of it? Never mind, the tomato will have salt in it. Cheese as well, isn't that kind of salty as well? Why are you adding salt? What? Why? Why? Oh god. Ah, fuck. No. No.
Ghost of Derrich tipped £1.
No.
I love to drizzle my pizza. A good wanker will do the trick.
For God's sake.
Get the fuck out of here!
The FBI are fucking too busy dealing with Jenna to fucking deal with you, so nothing. Just fuck off, Derek. Thank you anyway, you creepy bastard. You fucking keep your fucking special sauce to yourself. Ah, hell. But yeah, but yeah. I'm just baffled he's adding fucking salt.
mildly apply a little bit of salt to the top. Just
Salt
a
really
tiny
does
sprinkle.
make all the difference.
Tiny sprinkle.
Not
right?
too much. You don't want to see an overwhelming spot of it. You just want to do a light dash.
Now on to the more exotic seasonings. And these seasonings are catered more towards Italians. If you're not Italian, you don't like these kind of seasonings, you don't have to use them. But I'm Italian and I love it.
4th place. I'm gonna try it again and try not to fuck up. Italy won? Fuck you, Italy. What the fuck is that shit? Get your Guido bullshit fucking back in your seat. Mixed basil and garlic. Garlic is like an essential thing to all Italian food. And I could not eat pizza without garlic.
You can't eat a lot of foods without garlic.
Spread it on.
Spread it on. You can smell the garlic already, overwhelmingly coming through, right? Next,
Oregano.
This is one of the most aromatic herbs that you can get.
Yeah.
And all you do is you pull the leaf off, you crumble it up a little bit and just toss it on there. Again, very aromatic. You're gonna smell it so distinct.
Oh man, I wish you guys could smell this through
it's
the
so
video.
refreshing. It's such a refreshing scent. If you've never smelled cilantro before, next time you're in a supermarket, go grab some and give it a whiff. You'll be like, wow, that is really a refreshing scent, okay?
What's your favorite kind of pizza, Phil?
Deep dish grocery freezer pizzas. These are peppers that were already pre-chopped, and they package them like this. You could buy them at the local restaurant, or not restaurant, supermarket.
All kinds of colors too. Still warm.
We're gonna finish it off with a final layer of cheese and a final layer of seasonings. Okay.
Oh.
Well, fast forward.
Jesus, don't send that fucking that noise. You'll make it too excited about Leanna making that noise. Holy shit, fuck me. Yeah, I'll link this video in the chat for people afterwards if they want to see it for their own personal consumption afterwards.
A good 10 minutes. We've cooked these in the oven now after it has been warmed up. And here they come.
Oh my god. Dripping in grease. The oil, the grease coming out of that.
So that's it. Thanks for joining us on Poorly Cooking with the King.
And
this
me.
Is, oh, yes, I said us. Silly.
Well, Poorly Cooking with the King and me.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
Oh hell, that's a classic Mighty D video. Oh hell, so yeah, I've linked it in the chat if people want to enjoy it themselves later on, so there we go, good stuff indeed. Fuck me, man. Anyway, let's get back to Bingo. It's a nice little detail from Phil and his aunties, where, but let's get back to Bingo, shall we? But yeah, you just saw there firsthand Phil's expertise on tossing salad. Hold on a second. Meth Bear? Oh shit, what have you fucking found, Meth Bear? Meth Bear sent me a link and it mentions Derek in the tweet, which makes me feel dread and fear. Although you've also sent, that was an old tweet, of course. Okay, the thing you sent was okay. I was looking at something Meth Bear sent before, which actually turned out to be quite safe. But the thing he's found here is
couldn't take a faster break. 40 people, it's not a big deal.
Appetizing to you guys.
So this is what Meth Bear was talking about originally, I think.
Purple for food.
Purple for food.
Green. What's an appetizing color? What would you like?
Is it RGBs?
Yellow and red, dude, like McDonald's. It tastes like shit.
But this is it. So this is also from your cat stream.
And it has Greek dressing.
What is this?
There you go. This is what Meth Bear was thinking before. Phil had the DSP tried it before, which is involving a salad here.
You ready for this? An authentic Greek salad, although it is
Greek salad.
Because they gave it to me in a piece of.
It's a paper bowl. A paper bowl.
That is Phil's paper bowl.
This dude is fucking crazy, man.
You need help.
Hey, big ups Slow Dancer for the sub, man. Welcome to the Saturday, actually Sunday thing. That is a live stream.
Styrofoam that was
paper bowl.
Breaking.
No, you don't have real bowls. Paper bowl.
So you got lettuce, tomato, onion.
Like we're in a homeless shelter or something. God damn it.
Now there was an olive or two in there, but they had the ones with the pits in them, which is annoying. I wish they'd used the diced olive. They didn't. And it has Greek dressing with some feta cheese tossed in there. Okay?
Jesus. Jesus.
Which is great, by the way. I love feta cheese.
Check this out.
Yeah, you get to the point where you eat a salad, you know, so hold on. I thought this was gonna. I want to see him try and consume the salad. Was it? It just derailed massively. With Meerkat, what are you fucking derailing for? Where's Phil eating the salad? And he fast forward to him picking up his fucking bowl. I think it's here. Here we go. Is this Phil eating the salad? The Greek salad.
Huh? Well, what's up,
Here we
my
go.
boyfriend?
Isn't that Dragon Ball Super?
Huh? Okay.
Here we go.
Okay, so here it is, the Greek salad.
Greek
Let's get a little bit
salad.
of
There
everything.
you go.
Devour.
Let's get a little bit of tomato.
Devour, Phil.
Okay, some
Devour.
feta cheese.
Almost made a big mess there.
Of course you did.
Tomato,
Of course. He's eating with his
a
feet.
lot of lettuce. Let's go for it.
A lot of lettuce. Just a one string of it.
Bro, how are you so fucking messy, man?
Good.
Holy shit.
So you get a tangy boost from it.
A tangy boost.
How in the fuck did you guess he was going to say tangy? You misspelled it, you typoed it, but you said it before Phil did. So you guessed it, you predicted that, you called Phil saying tangy. You were spot on with Phil saying tangy there.
Because the dressing is basically
A tangy boost is like a power up in like Mario Kart. You get the tangy boost. And again, what is tangy?
Oh, for God's sake, okay. Yeah, we got to Meerkat. English isn't the first language, I mean, so to be fair. So yeah, but there you go. Phil ate salad, and there's video evidence that exists in his channel of him eating a Greek salad, so there you go. Thank you, Mepper, for finding that for his good stuff indeed. Let's get back to the bingo, shall we? We're 8 away from a full house, I think, as things stand. Let me just make sure that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. We're 7 away from a full house as things stand, so guys, what stuff indeed.
I appreciate that. I'll take that as a compliment. I did actually work out last night. It sucks. Basically, I work out 5 days a week.
fucking cares?
My
Okay, wait. Bro side Phil, be warned. Phil works out 5 days a week. Are you sure about that, Phil? I'm pressing X to go out on that fucking claim, personally.
I did actually work out last night. It sucks. Basically, I work out 5 days a week, and my day off to work out was Monday night.
Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Okay, and I was supposed to work out Tuesday night. But if you guys remember, I had a splitting headache on Tuesday night, and I had streamed Call of Duty. That didn't help it. So I went off stream, and I had this like sharp, pounding, stabbing headache behind my left eye. And I was like, I don't think I should be working out tonight, because if I do, it's probably just gonna make the headache worse. You know, when your blood pressure goes up, typically if you have
A bitch made excuse. Like, you know, you just fucking work out anyway. Oh, I've got a slightly sore head. No weight. Wait, no weights for me. What? Can't do a leg day, can't work in my arms because I've got a slightly sore fucking head.
a headache, it makes it even worse. And I didn't want my head to explode or have an aneurysm.
Fucking, well, I mean, if Phil ever has an aneurysm, I guess it'll be... I mean, if that ever happens, of course, not that I'm hoping it happens, of course, you know, it'd be terrible if that ever happens to Phil Burnell. But if it does happen, then at the very least you'd want that shit to be streamed so we can confirm for ourselves the situation. Plus, it'd probably make some good content for some like live stream fail sort of thing.
So I didn't work out on Tuesday either. So what happens is I'm in a routine where I work out 5 days a week, and my body was craving exercise, and it was like, why aren't you exercising? It actually was upset with me. My body was upset with me for not working out. So then last night I actually worked out, and I felt really good. After I was like, oh man, now my body is like actually happy and rewarding that I'm working out again. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. They think that like working out is hard work. I'm not saying it isn't. It is. But once you get into a routine and you're used to doing it, your body actually craves it. The trick is getting into that routine. Like I've been doing it now for many months. And so my body likes it. At first it didn't. It was hard work. It was sore all the time, pain. But now that I've been doing it for many months, it's happy to do it and wants more.
Why would I lie?
I imagine it's like breathing for you.
So I feel good this morning. I feel energized. I feel, you know, pumped. I feel good. And it's a good thing to have in your routine, that's for sure. I received a $10 tip. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Thank you. Whoever that was from. Anonymous $10 tip. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours as well. Thank you so very much. Excellent. Thank you guys. I mean, thanks for the early support. This is just a hangout right now. In about half an hour, we'll jump into Pokemon. I just wanted to spend some time with all of you here on Thanksgiving and chill for a bit and see what you guys want to talk about. Okay, so I've gotten this question. I'm getting the question now again. Okay. Why don't I put my chats onto the screen when I do videos like this? Like some people are like, gameplay, it makes sense. You put the chat over gameplay, you're taking up the real estate of the game. But what about when you're doing a vlog like this right now? Why don't I put the chat on the screen? Okay. It's a legitimate question. It really is. And I want to answer it for you. Because if I do that, it literally creates incentive for people to come in and do malicious things in the chat. I'll give you an example so you understand what I mean and where I'm coming from. Okay? Many years ago, on YouTube, I had completely open comments. And what I mean by that is absolutely anyone could come by and post anything on any video. It could be positive, it could be negative, it could be incredibly praising, it could be incredibly damning. I had an open comments policy. I just wanted everyone to be free to say and do whatever they wanted on the videos because I felt, hey, let people know if they liked this playthrough, they hated this playthrough, if they liked...
That's not why you fucking had a policy. You had that fucking policy because it was the easiest fucking thing to do and you're a lazy fucking bastard. And then you fucking stopped having that policy because people were fucking leaving comments for things like This Is How You Don't Play. And you were pissed off at fucking your comments on your videos being amplified on footage made by people like Evil AJ. And so you fucking dealt with that by removing comments altogether. Like a pissy little ingrate that you are.
To this game, this review, or if they thought that there was something better, let them have free speech. Let them have their set, okay? That lasted a very long time. But what ended up happening was around 2012, 2013 is when this big negative movement against me started on the internet. And as people started to make toxic videos about me, they actually would start to fish for negative comments, okay, in the actual comments of the videos and put them in their videos. They thought it was funny to see someone out of all the comments there say something bad about me and put it in the video. Haha, look what Phil's viewers are saying about him. Since this took...
let's just clarify a situation. He told Asmongold that, he had no problem with This Is How You Don't Play and he dealt with it terribly and he should have dealt with it a lot better. But now he's using that as the very reason why he disabled comments in his videos, even though This Is How You Don't Play, he now says today, was good. And he shouldn't have had a problem with it. He's using it as a reason why he took action to disable comments on his videos. Part of the reason those This Is How You Don't Play videos were so entertaining was seeing how your own audience reacted to some of the fucking dumb fuck shit you were doing in those games. That was part of the appeal. Like, your audience, your community, your viewers reacting to that part of the fucking gameplay from you. That was part of the appeal, Phil.
Took off, these kind of videos took off, what ended up happening was it became a competition. Who could say the most absolutely ludicrous, extreme, toxic, negative thing in my video comments, okay? I'm not kidding you when I say there was doxing of me and my family members and others, like my moderators and stuff. There was racial slurs. There was sexual content. There was basically every nasty thing you could think of, the most vile stuff that a human can say. People started saying it in my video comments just so they would get clipped and put into a highlight video of look what Phil's viewers say in his comments, okay? So, what did I say about a 2-year period? My comments went from, wow, look at this open discussion, everyone's having a great time, to 99% toxic comments. It actually got so bad, okay? My actual longtime viewers and fans begged me to close the comments on my videos, saying we would much rather just watch the video with no comments than to try to watch your content and then glance down and see this ridiculous toxic filth.
Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Okay? And so, I know that sounds weird. I turned off the comments for like 3-4 years. None of my videos had comments. And it was I stayed afloat. I want you to understand how crazy it was. I stayed afloat with no discussion on my content. No one could discuss the videos I put out because there were no comments. Crazy, right? So what ended up eventually happening was YouTube finally instituted a system by which comments can be moderated. Meaning, there's common words like racial terms, sexual terms, etc. that filter out when someone puts up a comment on a video. Therefore, the comment is either auto-removed or it goes into a queue, and I review that queue daily to see, is that a legit comment? Oh, approve it. Oh, that actually is a troll with a toxic, insulting comment. Ban the person so they can't do it again. And so, now that system is in place, my comments are open again. You can comment on my videos, all right? But the problem was that didn't exist for a long time, so I actually had no comments because the trolling was so bad. So, of course, going hand in hand with that, my chat rooms, okay? As you can see right now, my chat rooms are moderated. They're not incredibly heavily moderated, but they are moderated. The bots do catch on things like spam, certain kinds of words, too many emotes, etc. Okay? The reason I don't put the chat on the screen is very simple. If I do, that chat will end up being 90% bots saying terrible things. Like, no lie, right now, there's one guy that we have on the YouTube side of things. He makes something like 50 to 100 stock accounts a day. He comes in there nonstop, spamming, and both my mods and myself try to moderate this guy. It's insane. Like, this guy has absolutely no life. He just does it nonstop. And of course, every single comment is ridiculously gross. It's gross, vile stuff, okay? That's one guy. So now if I give incentive, wow, if I actually keep doing this, I'm going to show up in every Phil's video. Every time he does a vlog, every time that he does a podcast, he's going to have the chat. I can get all my sock accounts seen. All of my hard work will finally be noticed and recognized by the public. I love it. These people are nuts, you know? I don't have, here's the thing with Asmongold. See, well, Asmongold has his chat on the screen. You're right. And here's Asmongold's chat.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
Flies by like this, right? So even if there is trolling comments, they're gone. In 5 seconds, they're gone, right? And there's so many positive chatters in Asmongold's chat. It offsets any kind of stupid stuff that people are trying to say. It's, you know what I mean? For me, I'm a much smaller scale dude. You know, if I had 1,000, 2,000 viewers minimum on a stream here and the chat was flying, I'd be like, well, it's not a big deal. You're right. But the fact that I am a smaller scale guy, I don't have that much attention. And basically my chat moves at a much slower rate. Like,
so quick wee notice here, if we get 75 likes, we've won bingo. Because for 75 likes, we get 3 more free spaces and we're free away from a full house. So hint, like the stream.
For example, I'm taking a look here right now. It says YouTube chat rate of 9. YouTube measures a chat rate of like how fast things go. And I have a chat rate of 9. That's good.
Where does it say that? Where does it say chat rate? Hold on. I'm confused. Where's that metric? Chat rate of 9. I've no. Is that in like is that in your usual studio or something? I don't have that open during streams usually. But I'm curious what Phil is seeing there. You know, like how does he see that? What is that metric? Hold on, I'm going to test it one. That's why you can't see anything right now. There's a control room thing on things. So where does it say chat rate? Oh shit! Oh fuck! Yeah, it tells you in the studio. Yeah, okay.
Squeaky amputated cat tipped £1.
Jesus.
Squeaky Popeye would like to gasp eat the mashed potatoes for this Thanksgiving. But gasp the doc said my arm will get amputated next.
Jesus.
I need that arm to gasp reach the monster under my bed.
Jesus! Fucking hell, that's just depressing as all fuck. I mean, I just fucking started off sad as fuck and it got even worse as it fucking went on. Holy fuck. Yeah. Shit. I mean, yeah, I'll say that's that type of user saying that cat's gone or whatever, a cat can't walk or whatever. That's the type of comments that have been spamming Phil's YouTube chats that he was just referring to there, you know? So, yeah, there you fucking go. And what a surprise, still no gameplay from Phil yet. Yeah, I'm not shocked in the least. Remember, the whole point of him having these non-podcast days is for him to basically get to the gameplay quicker than usual. That is obviously bull fucking shit for now. Yeah, and it's just fucking chill with Phil for like 2 hours until he starts. Remember, he started quite early today, so he has literally been going for 2 hours. He started at like fucking 11 minutes past, well, 11, you know, or 7 minutes, you know. It was not far past 11 o'clock where Phil started talking on his stream, so he's been going for 2 hours and he's not touched the game yet. He's been talking for 2 hours and not touched the fucking game. You know, so yeah, so much for having a shorter fucking show for gameplay time to try and maximise the gameplay time for Pokemon. They're jaded bored. It's fucking not waiting for the gameplay.
But if you have an active chat, it's more like 17 to 20. Okay? So yeah, like basically you just see these guys trying to screw with the chat. Now again, I'm not saying I appreciate the suggestions, I do, and I'm not saying that this is not something that I'm not going to consider and I won't maybe institute later if things change. You know, we get a more active crowd of people who talk a lot more, then possibly I will actually do something like that for certain videos only. I don't think I ever would want to do that for gameplay videos. I don't think that makes sense. I think for gameplay you want the real estate to actually be the game and or the face cam, right? You don't want giant sections of your gameplay covered by text. So for that case, probably not. For maybe vlogging, like this video, a podcast, it's a maybe. I'll have to consider it. But again, I think what it would have to be is we have to have more chatters. We have to have more chat rate up. So that way, even if some idiot is trying to do it, they're not the whole chat room. You know what I mean? But basically, this is what I mean. I know that once you give the opportunity for these people to try to get noticed, they take advantage and tenfold. You know, they'll double down, triple down, quadruple down on their efforts because they think they're going to get more attention for it. So that's the reason I know tons of streamers do this. They have the chat on screen. I've literally never done it for that very reason. But I want everyone to know I appreciate these suggestions. These suggestions are great. They can lead to positive improvements, and I want to get them. So please give me your suggestions. I appreciate that very much.
Who fucking cares?
Thank you, Buckwell. He says, hello, Phil. How you doing, man? Happy Thanksgiving, Buckwell. I received a $5 tip. From Only Iced Infinite. He says, happy Thanksgiving. I hope your day's going well. My day's going fine. In fact, the only thing... All right. I want you to understand what I'm about to say is not a complaint. I don't want everyone to be like, Phil's a Karen or whatever.
Oh, for God's sake, here we fucking go. Surely if fuck is not going to be related to fucking money.
But my neighbors have been on vacation for a week, okay?
And?
They've been gone. Like, usually they're quite noisy. They're a family, they have kids and everything. You can always hear the kids running around.
Fucking dare happy fucking families. Here, they're fucking, you know, how fucking dare those happy bastards be happy in their own home?
And everything. And they've been gone for a week. So my wife and I have very much enjoyed them being gone because it's very quiet, very calming here.
A fucking prick. Well, yeah, Phil, but you got to remember, in this situation, Phil, where you're living right now, you are the fucking oddity in that fucking neighbourhood. Yeah, they're all family homes. They're fucking big homes for fucking families of like fucking 4 or 5 people, whatever, to fucking live in and enjoy living together. You have a big, huge place for 2 people. And a cat, I guess, as well, and a fucking wee Jasper. You're the oddity in a situation.
They came back from their vacation at 6:30 in the morning. So we're all asleep in bed, you know, myself, my wife, and Jasper, and they start making all this ruckus, and now we're all like, what the hell, at 6:30 in the morning, like, oh. So now Jasper wakes up, and he's running all over because he's hyper because he hears all this ruckus through the wall next door. And we're like, oh, man, this sucks. And it's Thanksgiving. Like, dude, of all days, it's a holiday. And they come back at 6:30 in the morning on a holiday, and they're stomping and they're screaming. Luckily, you could tell they must have just got off a flight, because within maybe 45 minutes, the house went dead silent. They probably passed out in bed. And in fact, they're not making any noise now. I bet they're still sleeping. They probably had like a late night over like red-eye flight.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. What a money bastard. Oh, boo fucking who. My neighbours were social and went somewhere on holiday. My cat's like on an envy, wishing she could fucking be taken somewhere as well. Hint, hint, honeymoon Phil.
And now they're back. So, it is what it is. You know, that's life. We actually got a nice week with no noise next door, which was very much appreciated. So now they're back like, well, what are you going to do? That's what happens when you live in, you know, a condo that has connected walls. You know, there's nothing you can really do about it. You just got to deal with it. So, you know, but yeah, like I didn't get a good night's sleep. I lost about an hour to an hour and a half of sleep because of that noise. And then we tried to get back to sleep. And of course now Jasper.
Oh shit, you were in fucking bed at 10 PM. Get the fuck out of here. Who in the fuck you kidding on, you lying sack of shit? You're regularly still awake at fucking 2 o'clock in the fucking morning, drunk fucking scrolling for your phone, fucking randomly. You're probably fucking sending love messages to fucking Asmongold, begging him to fucking do content again. Like, Asmongold, when's the next video? When's the next video? When are we going to do? Come on, Asmongold, when are we doing the next fucking video? Please. My support's starting to dry up. Let's do a collaboration. Let's do a podcast together. Come on, Asmongold, come on. Where are you? Get the fuck out of here, you lying sack of shit, pretending you were in bed by 10 o'clock at fucking night. No one's believing that shit, Phil.
First awake and alert. He doesn't want to go back to sleep. Like, oh, God. So I might need some more coffee. Once again, another day I'm going to need another coffee probably. Because it's probably going to hit me in like an hour. I'm going to start feeling tired because I lost like 90 minutes of sleep. Right in the middle of my REM, you know, you get disturbed like, shit.
Who fucking cares?
So, but understand, this is not me being Karen or complaining. I mean, they have the right to come home from a vacation, you know. It's fine. It's jarred us out of our sleep. It just happens to be on a freaking national holiday, you know. Son of a. Thank you so much, your future stepdad. 1,000 kicks. He says, happy Thanksgiving, friends. Thank you so very much, your future stepdad. Let's actually get that up on the leaderboard. That's our top kicks of the day. I guess I still got an L there. No? Thank you. Okay. No, I'm not going to wake them up loud and make loud noises, although it would be within our rights. I mean, it's midday now, so.
What the fuck is within our rights to be arseholes to our neighbours? Fuck, wow. I've never felt sorry for his fucking neighbours. Oh hell, his neighbours have my sympathies.
It would be within our rights to do that, but we're quiet. You know, Jasper doesn't make noise. We don't make noise. The most
you are screaming at your TV all the fucking time. Oh, the game did this and the game did that. Fuck this game. And sometimes your audience are fucking screaming at for fucking. Oh, how fucking dare you guys withhold your support and contributions towards me? Get the fuck out of here. You're quiet. You fucking wish you were fucking quiet, you noisy dick.
The noise you hear is me talking on a microphone when I'm playing a video game. Like, that's the noise we make in the house. We're quiet. Super quiet. Once I asked my neighbors, I said, do you ever hear me? And the only time we hear you is if it's like the window's open and we're standing in the street in front of your house and you happen to be getting angry at a game or whatever, we can hear your voice echoing out of your window.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. When he gets fucking worked up, of course he's going to get fucking beheaded for fuck's. Oh my god. The thing is, fuck me, man. I'm very wary about how much noise I'm trying to make. You know what I mean? I'm still trying to get, I moved in here to my new home. I moved in a few weeks ago to where I live now. And it's like, I'm still trying to also get things, you know, to fill this room. You know, I'm in the living room. I've got like a couch. Got a dining table. You know, and I've got my desk as well where I work. But it still sounds quite echoey a wee bit. You know, it's still so I am semi-conscious of like me being noisy and that being amplified, bouncing off the walls, whatever, and potentially pissing off neighbours if I'm screaming at Phil. I am very wary. I don't want to fucking piss off neighbours this early into me living here, you know. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just so I'm getting things here and there, obviously to try and get more things now and then, like just to obviously help dampen like the noise in a sense, you know what I mean, just so if fucking noise can be not as echoey, for lack of a better phrase. That's my mentality, but again, I guess I've got consideration for my fucking neighbours, you know what I mean? I don't know. Fuck, bro side Phil is saying, what the fuck is he wearing? And you're fat from Thanksgiving now. Well, he's wearing his grandma shirt. But bro, more to the point. There's a point. It happened not long ago. It happened not long ago from this point on here. Phil was talking about how he works out 5 days a week, but he couldn't work out on Tuesday as he wanted to because he had a sore head. So yeah, have fun with that. I assume you'll have a great time, dissecting that bit of a workout lore. So yeah, he's been fucking awful one today. He was talking about how health. He was on some sort of health kick as well. He was talking about fucking foods and how food is, most Americans don't eat food that's good for them and it's like ultra processed, whatever. And then he had to go at the vegans for eating food that imitated burgers and all that shit. So he was on some sort of health kick. And then it transitioned to him talking about working out and all that shit and how he apparently looks thin and svelte in that jumper of his, that sweater, his granny top.
But that's literally the only time anyone can ever hear me like making noise in here. And now I have these blackout curtains, so probably that blocks a lot of the noise too. Like I doubt that they even hear me that much because this is blocking the audio. They heard the spoon rant for sure. There you go. Jade, everything's been good, man. Everything has been absolutely good and positive. I don't have a negative thing to say at all. Things have been amazing. Thank you guys. For all of you who are here right now, I'm amazed I have this many people. Like, I haven't looked at Kick yet. We got over 300 viewers on YouTube right now. And I didn't expect to have many or any viewers today because it's, whoa, we have over 100 viewers on Kick. Like, whoa. Again, to be honest, I was not expecting to have many or any viewers today because it's American Thanksgiving. And I thought, people are going to be busy. But the fact that you guys are here, I mean, thank you. I actually have great attendance right now. And here's the thing, too. We can hang out. If you guys want to hang out for like another hour before we play Pokemon, I'm in no rush to get to Pokemon.
Get fucked, Jade. There's confirmation of that. I guess that, there you go. There it is, absolutely fucking confirmed. Oh, Lance Catman gifted one more sub to his community. They have now gifted 418 subscriptions on Phil's Kick channel. Isn't that nice of them?
We don't have to rush into it because we're in endgame. We're just got to beat the story and we're going to see what unlocks with postgame. I'm in no rush. You want to hang out for another hour? I'm down. I'm having a good time just chilling with all of you.
I mean, it says that now, perhaps. So Phil is referring to like live Kick. But well, I am not live watching DSP. Well, I'm live, but Phil's not live at this point in time. This is Phil talking an hour and 27 minutes ago. So there might be 61 people viewing now on his Kick. Because obviously he's now playing gameplay, I think, so he's about to start playing gameplay. But yeah, apparently back an hour ago or so, an hour and a half ago, Phil had 100 people on Kick. So there you go.
Thank you to Lance Catamaran. He gifted a third sub of the day now. Thank you, Lance, for a third gifted sub, excuse me. What happened to the L in your name? There we go. Okay. So thank you, Lance. Someone just asked, would you rather that we watch you on YouTube or Kick since there's actually two options? Well, here's the deal. Doesn't really matter to me, and here's why. If you watch on YouTube, you're helping the engagement, you're helping the channel metrics, and if you're watching with ads enabled, or if you have YouTube Premium, I get paid for advertisements that run on the stream. If you're watching on Kick, I'm in the KCIP program, and I make actual revenue on just you watching in general. So either way you're watching, it benefits. It really doesn't matter to me. Like, there's definitely different benefits. If you're on YouTube, you can watch at 1440p. On Kick, they only let you stream at 1080p quality, so it's less quality on Kick. So that's kind of a trade-off. But some people argue they like Kick better because there's moving emotes and things like that. There's pros and cons to both. It's up to you. It's totally up to you. Your call. Tay says, I have you on my big TV in the family room. No one in my family likes football. This is much more chill. Hello to Tay's family. I'll try not to do anything embarrassing. Like take my shirt off or something and freak you all out. I know it's a huge embarrassment to the internet. There's content creators, that's what they do. They'll be like, if you pay me, I'll take my clothes off. They actually do that. I'm not just talking, I'm talking like big hairy dudes that look like walruses actually do that. Yeah, it's pretty revolting and embarrassing, but I don't do that, don't worry. I'm family-friendly Phil. At least today for Thanksgiving. There you go. Anyway, I wouldn't know anything about that, though. I don't know anyone about like that. Anyway. That's funny. So, when is the Expedition 33 playthrough? Well, here's the plan. Here's the thing. Next week will actually be a shortened streaming week for me. Okay, I'm streaming today, and I'm streaming my marathon for Black Friday tomorrow. I'm off from streaming on Saturday. I come back on Sunday. It's a normal streaming day. On Monday, Wings of Redemption is coming on as a guest on the Level 1 podcast for the second time ever. We've got a lot to catch up on. Apparently, a lot has happened over there in the last month. He's been playing Call of Duty. Apparently, Trolls stole his ability to play Battlefield 6, which is really messed up. And some other stuff. I want to talk to him. I want to find out what's going on with him. All right, so he's coming on as a guest on Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday will be regular stream days, but then I'm off on both Thursday and Friday of next week because I have personal commitments and things I have to do.
So that's next week. Yeah, okay, yeah. So, yeah. So I'll still probably do a stream, or maybe I'll stream both days, but even though Phil's going to be off Thursday and Friday, I won't be here on the Saturday afterwards because I've got my own personal plans, and Saturday's my birthday as well. So yeah, but I'll still do a stream on Thursday and Friday, I think, regardless. And I think we'll treat Friday. I'll pretend that my birthday's on Friday, essentially. Even though I'm busy on Saturday with my own commitments in real life, to celebrate my birthday, not got plans, whatever. On Friday, I'll just fucking treat it like my birthday stream since I won't be here on Saturday for it. And but yeah, no Phil on Thursday or Friday next week. But you know, we'll still do something, I guess. We'll figure something to do, I guess. I mean, I'll talk to members in Discord, see if they've got any kind of things they want to do themselves, whatever they've got any ideas. And if you guys, of course, have any ideas as well, or things you'd like to do potentially with Phil being off on Thursday and Friday next week, if you guys have your own suggestions, please feel free to share them. And yeah, and we'll see if we can do something fun regardless. It's something that people can enjoy all together.
When I get back, which would be Saturday, right? Because I'm taking off Thursday, Friday. Yeah, we've got the release of Metroid Prime 4. I'm supposedly, this isn't a guarantee, I'm supposedly getting into the Marvel Tokon beta, which is a new fighting game coming out next year. Supposedly, I got into the beta, and they're going to send me a code for it. Okay, so I already going to have 2 new things to be doing when I get back from my couple days off. And then
if we win, so somebody's saying if we win before the Soul at 2 AM super chat, there's a video in Discord. Is that the one that they just gave Phil in the chat there? No, that's Papa Meow. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. So if we win before the Soul at 2 AM super chat, there's a video in Discord. We're going to win before that then. Alright, we're 2 away from a full house. But we're looking out for somebody in Phil's community called Soul at 2 AM for a super chat. And if we won before then we can get to watch a video from Discord.
And we still are probably going to be doing things like some Call of Duty. We're going to be trying to finish up Mario Galaxy 2. We're going to be trying to finish up Tormented Souls 2. So we're going to do our best to get through all the stuff we're doing. I would say once we get through that stuff, so maybe we're talking maybe like early to middle December, that we're going to be looking for new playthroughs and things. And I absolutely think Expedition 33 Act 3 is something that we should do in December. If you guys are on board for it, which it seems like you are, I'm talking to people in the chat, they're like, yeah, we love Expedition 33. We watched Asmongold play it, and we thought it was a great game. I agree. It's actually one of my favorite games in a long time. But sadly, my audience didn't like it that much. So I had to basically just do the basics. Play Act 1, Act 2, and then that was it. I didn't have opportunity to go back and play Act 3. I would absolutely love to play Act 3 for you guys, if you agree to come by and engage and hang out and support those streams. When I was playing Expedition 33, I had the lowest attendance, lowest engagement, and lowest support levels of the entire year. I'm serious. Like, I had a stream where I streamed for like 3-4 hours. I made like $20, and there was like 100 viewers. So it sucked. Like, what can I do? I have to maintain a business and, do things that people want to see. Why else am I streaming? I'm not streaming for myself. I'm streaming for an audience. If the audience is here for it, I'm here for it. I love the game, and I want to play more of it. I was actually quite disappointed when I hit the point where I couldn't play it anymore. Okay?
Boom. Member bomb.
My biggest fans are idiots.
Thank you, Meth Bear, for securing a full house victory by gifting 10 members to the channel. Very kind indeed, Meth Bear. So that's with 2 more free spaces, which is the 2 free spaces we need to obviously get a full house and a bingo card. So while those are coming through, let me just tick off the 9 squares that are left over. And there we go, all 9 done.
House. Oh boy, how exciting. Anyway.
Well, thank you, Meth Bear, for 10 gifted members, and congratulations to the following people for getting a membership. Congratulations to Roachbait FNV, the quietest engine. I don't know why I read that so fucking weird. I separated the word quiet and it's the word quietest, and I just took it as 2 words, quiet and test, because I'm a fucking bumbling moron. So let's try that again. So thank you, Meth Bear, again for the 10 gifted members. Congratulations to Roachbait FNV, the quietest engine, Beyond Sympathy 444, Raven of Chaos, Cruel Ratchet, The Sid, Emo's Love Lemons, Adam Almighty, Bald Sin 1337, and finally the guy M3G. So there we go. If you got a membership there, make sure you thank Meth Bear for their very kind generosity there. And of course, thank you, FBR, for helping us get a full house bingo card and securing the victory for us. That means we get marbles to enjoy afterwards here. But of course, we've won bingo, victorious in bingo, and apparently there's a video in the member Discord here that was sent, which is to be played for us, because it came before the it came before the fucking thing. It came before the super chat was seen, so I guess we play this video. And it's a DSP AI parody called Frankenstein from Good Morning Studios. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What the hell is this?
Stitch me up from busted streams and bounce checks on my phone.
Oh, I hate it.
Viewers in the lab coat saying Phil can do it on his own.
That's awful.
But you start your creation, now I'm lurching down the road. Country boy monster with a wallet about to explode.
I hate this.
I didn't ask to be born big and didn't choose this curse. Y'all let me in the thunderstorm to make the pain rehearse. I'm a creature made of bankrupt nights and pre-ops and decline. You're Frankenstein with the lightning, I'm the mess you live behind. Cause I need that money, I need it right now. Tips shaking in a jar like a showdown in town. If you don't bless the stream, then the stream shuts down. I'm the monster you made, so don't act proud. Need that money, yeah, that payday flame. Don't blame the beggar when you build the name. You stitched my soul from guilt and shame. Frankenstein made me, I'm just playing the game. Trying to dash for dinner, but the tips ain't hitting. And I swear on Jasper Kitty, I ain't lying, I'm just spitting. Dash past praying, WWU slaying. Bank logs leaking every secret I was hiding. I'm the king of Coke County, patron saint of it ain't my fault. Lightning rise of consequence baked into the asphalt. You call me toxic, tragic, snorting in the rain, but I was born from your attention and bad.
That's half of it. I'm stopping at this halfway point here. It's just, what the, this is fucking bizarre. This is utterly bizarre. It's just not. I mean, if people like this, I'll share it with you. There's like the links in the chat if you guys like this. Personally, I think it's taking things too far. This is not what AI was made for. AI's gone too far. It must be stopped at all points. I don't know. But if people enjoy it, then fair play. You know what I mean? For me, it's just like, it's weird. I don't know. It's just uncanny valley kind of thing. But there you go. Links in the chat if you guys want to see it for yourself and enjoy it yourself if you do enjoy it. I am going to say no. I'm just going to say no. Oh, hell. But there you go. So yeah, we're done with bingo. We won bingo, we're victorious in bingo. We've got a full house and all that jazz. Happy days indeed. So yeah, we get to actually before we think about doing marbles, do we want to first of all check out how live DSP is doing? So
Dark
let's see.
Pulse, is that better than Crunch?
How's he doing? How's he doing financially? I'm curious about.
No point there.
Because support for him is getting smaller and smaller.
Flare Blitz? Oh!
He's on 220. He's on 220 buckaroos of support. That's an interesting number.
And that's somebody right there who's already got a compromised moral compass.
You bet your fucking ass he has. So yeah, there has been a noticeable trend the last couple of days. Obviously, Phil got a big uptick in support and contributions or whatever ever since the Has Been Gold thing came along, but it has not been as prominent in the last day or so. And to be honest, it's obviously he's doing well. He's at 220 at this point in time. He's doing okay. But the last couple of day streams, he's made a lot more than that. You know, so yeah, it's started. So and Phil probably thought to himself, because it's Thanksgiving, maybe because it's a holiday, he'll get more support, maybe sort of more viewers or whatever. But it doesn't seem to be the initial case. I don't know. And the next stream as well might be a problem for him, but who fucking knows? Obviously, and then tomorrow as well. Tomorrow's a fucking special event thing, so yeah. Anyway, we can always come back to that later on. But yeah, I think it's time we get some marbles, drop in, load up, whatever, and yeah, we'll play some marbles on stream to end things off on a robust, positive note and all that jazz. Now, obviously, while I'm getting this set up, I think it might be good if I check if there's any new marbles to add to the list, so I'm going to get that set up, and in the meantime, you guys can enjoy some Scottish Otters. I will be right back. Alrighty, good people, we are back. Yeah, very quick to set up. There's no new names to add for the marble list, you know, so we still have the 184 marbles all ready to compete with one another to try and become first, whoever. Obviously, you know the kind of premise of this by now. If you don't know, of course, I'll just briefly tell you guys. Obviously, when we get a full house bingo card, we celebrate with a marble race to enjoy ourselves after the fact, whatever. And I mean, to be fair, some days, if there's a lot more of the podcast to go, sometimes I would try and keep going for a second full house. That was just so fucking boring though. Like, I don't think there's any, I don't think it's worth enduring a potential second full house just to get, you know, because Phil had nothing of like value to talk about. He had no subjects to talk about. I was just basically, hey, let's just chill for an hour so you guys can give me money and ask me questions I've answered a fucking 100 times already, you know what I mean? Like, this kind of shit. So yeah, I just can't piece that out. But of course, we won bigger, we've got a full house, and of course that means that the winner of this marble race that we have in celebration to just also celebrating a full house and getting the freedom from the bad man, the winner of this race can pick tomorrow's number for the bingo card. So I'm going to hit random. It'll give us a random course. This one called Original Clyden Course. 34% elimination rate, average finish time 1 minute 55 seconds. It's made by somebody called Noon Spins. So yeah, let's see what it's like, and I guess we'll see which marble will be the lucky victorious marble. Let's see what we've got in store for this one. So this one starts off with a big massive, like a funnel. You drop down, there's 2 lanes you can go, but it looks like it's identical ways, yep. Pretty much a symmetrical sort of course, it looks like. Yeah, everything is quite symmetrical, as you can see. A lot of jumps involved, you know, quite interesting seeing all these wee jumps involved as well, and of course the end is over there as well. Good stuff indeed. And wee winter wonderland sort of environment there. So here we fucking go. Quite a simplistic looking course, you know what I mean? Still got an interesting, like, 30% elimination rate, you know, so it's a wee bit of danger to the course, you could argue, you know, a wee bit of danger. Especially with these jumps, if some marbles are bumping into each other when they're trying to do these jumps here, they might obviously fall short, they might not go in the places they're meant to go in. I assume it's a crisscross thing, so this side will jump into that side and vice versa, with a wee kind of funnels there. Oh, Ira's got, oh, there we go, there's some people are perishing already. How the fuck's that happening? How are people dying already? Well, we just lost like 9 marbles there. So there we fucking go. So let's see what happens here. This little crisscross section. Will it be the case when I jump over? Oh, some might Clyde in midair. I never even thought about that. Oh, and it's not guaranteed either. Yes, oh my god, it's quite a lot of marbles. Quite a lot of marbles are perishing. Yeah, this is quite brutal. But Legit Trash is miles ahead. Legit Trash is miles ahead in the situation here. And it looks like they're up there, but hold on a second there, because they've been caught up, it looks like, by a couple more marbles, perhaps. Hold on. Well, I say that, but they're almost at the finish. Is anyone going to catch Legit Trash? It might not necessarily matter. Oh, they almost went off the edge. They almost went off the edge. They have been slowed down, and Detective Detractor are on their way, but I don't think they're going to catch them. Legit Trash is going to finish in first place, but Legit Trash has been a no-show the last couple of times. Their marble has won the last couple of, like, races. Like, not... They've won before. Like, recently. So first place, Legit Trash. Second place, Detective Detractor. Third place, Shao Shamigami. Fourth place, Bugle. I was 5th. 6th place, Marco Shaughnessy. 7th place was Twilight Media Court. 8th place, Savage Today. 9th place was AJ Works. And 10th place was Crin Bear. Good stuff indeed. Or Crine Bear, sorry. I never know if it's fucking Crin Bear or Crine Bear. I also can butcher that name. But there we go. But yeah, also usually in the case of, like, you know, if I would ask Legit Trash, you know, to pick a number for tomorrow's bingo. I don't think they're here, you know. And Detective Detractor, I don't know if they're around either, you know. And Shao Shamigami, I know they're around sometimes, but not all the time, I think, you know. So basically, you know, I might just ask you guys tomorrow, because the winner is not here to pick their number for tomorrow. I'll probably just ask you guys instead tomorrow when we're making a bingo card for a random number in chat. So there we go. And this is one reason why I'm refreshing the list in the new year, because some bingo winners, or some marble winners, sorry, they're no longer around in some capacity, it looks like, you know. So yeah, because of that, I am just going to refresh the list at the start of the year. There you go. And Moki was 15th in that marble race. Yes, slow boot. There you go. Yeah. Mookie, fuck me. If Mookie ever wins a fucking marble race, I don't know. I don't know if I can cope with that. Just this smugness. I can picture the smugness as well from Mookie the day they fucking win a fucking marble race. God help us all. But yeah, there we go. That was the last there. Good stuff indeed. Oh, so Bear Claw's Crime Bear. Okay, well, there you go. Well, good to know. Also good to know that. And come the new year, of course, you're free to also leave a comment as Bear Claw, and then we can, and then we'll see that nail bit added to us instead. So good stuff indeed. But guys, I think I'm going to just also wrap things up there. You know, we've got to be marble race to enjoy ourselves. Authors as well. Authors are having a grand old time, swimming back and forth, looking all goddamn cute as all hell, looking all adorable, rubbing the wee heads. That's fucking lovely wee bastards, you know, so there we fucking go. But yeah, I am going to wrap things up there, and I'm going to call it quits for today. So yeah, tomorrow of course Phil has a special Black Friday marathon special, you know, and that's fucking, can't fucking wait for that, I guess. You know, isn't it going to be great to see Phil Burnell do a lot of shopping and remind his audience that, you know, that would help a lot more if he got some more money so he can keep shopping. That's going to be fucking great, fucking I'll tell you, isn't it? Yeah, so it's going to be just gripping stuff indeed. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up, as I said there. I'm going to end how I always end by pointing to today's PIG contributions made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. But guys, thank you very much for being here. Of course, if you're American, happy Thanksgiving. I certainly hope you really enjoy your day. If you still obviously enjoy most of your Thanksgiving, you know, I hope you have a great time. If you've already celebrated it and enjoyed it, whatever, you know, have a great rest of your day and all that jazz. And if you're like me and don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you have a grand night anyway and all that jazz. And I hope you have a smashing wee time, whatever it is you're doing. I'm going to end how I always end, by putting notorious PIG contributions made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. So until tomorrow, guys, have a good one, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Free. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.